Chat, lock in. The panel is live and in full effect. I got the full team with me, and I promise you, if you like what's going on here, hey, it's like LeBron year 3. You ain't seen nothing yet. We got a lot in store for y'all today. We live All-Star Weekend, baby. We in LA. We with the stars, and the stars is going to shine a little brighter because I got Chill with me. I got Big Mars with me. I got Lil Ox with me. I got the Drench man, not the French man. Don't mistake it. Jordan with me. And last but not least, I got Swiperville in the house with Swipervich in the house with me, y'all. We got a lot that we're going to talk about, fellas. Top 10 players in the NBA right now, currently. Right now, currently in the NBA. We got to have a conversation. I can't wait to see who's 1, 2, 5, 8. Also, Kevin Durant made some comments about the world team. Yes, I'm looking at you, Mars, your team. The world team. We'll see if that holds true and exactly what that means for the All-Star game. And last but not least, Chill, the NBA is talking about implementing procedures and rules in a tournament to prevent teams from tanking. Ox, will this ultimately stop teams from tanking? We'll get into that, but before we do anything, panel, what's up, y'all?
We in Los Angeles, man. We out here. Yes, we are. We are.
Welcome to LA, city of the stars.
Welcome to LA. Home of the Drench man, not the French man.
This your home?
Hey, man, I'm everywhere, but specifically here, the Drench man, not the French man. And I'm live. Yes, sir.
It's real dope to see all of you dudes. Like to actually be in a room with y'all for the first time in a long time. It's super dope to see y'all. So, you know, I'm clean right now, so I can't really jump on Ron like I want to, but don't worry. He getting it. Don't you worry about that.
It's been a minute. What's the last time I seen y'all? Was what the NBA Finals. NBA
yes, sir.
Finals. That's right.
Yeah. WNBA Finals. That was the last time. That's the last time we were together.
I feel like I seen Ron since then.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, when last time I seen you?
Oh, I did. No, I didn't actually.
You don't remember the last time you was in a headlock? Just think about the last time you was uncomfortable.
Remember the last time you came to Atlanta? What happened in Atlanta?
Hey, man, turn the camera off. Hey, it was fun while it lasted, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, but that's a myth, boy.
But you know what's actually funny? Because the chat knows us probably better than we know ourselves. So okay. I ran a poll, just a little poll.
Yeah.
I asked the chat, why did the show start late? 1, Mars unplugged the Wi-Fi.
That's feasible, yeah.
2,
yes,
Swiping Jordan was yapping.
That's definitely
that didn't happen. Yeah.
3,
hey, man,
Big Ox overslept.
Nope, I was up.
No, he was here.
Right early.
4, and this one actually took 36% of the votes. Me and Chill was boxing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but if you notice, Ron ain't lumped up, so that's really not what was going on.
But can you tell the story of actually what happened, Chill? He saw you and ran.
Absolutely. That's exactly what happened.
Literally took off running.
No, we was trying to get to the Ubers, Mark.
Nah.
It was
y'all, chat, he saw Chill and ran further into the room.
Yes, he did.
And hid behind a table.
I was going to shake hands.
Yeah.
My man JD was there. We had the whole production.
Swiper was about to let me get on him.
Everybody.
Swiper was about to let me get on him, but I was like, you know what? I can't dirty myself up. I'm already clean, but when the camera's turned off, it's on. No doubt.
So before we get into everything, I want to let you guys know we got a show that's starting tomorrow, or we got a show coming on tomorrow, and we got a lot of guests, not just today, but we got guests tomorrow too. So I'm going to leave Chill's eyes unblacked, but if at the end of tomorrow's episode, you guys see Chill come in and he look like a raccoon or a possum, you know why. However, fellas, let's get into it. Top 10 players in the NBA.
Great.
How y'all want to start? You guys want to start with the honorable mentions? You want to just jump into it?
I can get my honorable mention was Jokic. Nigga did not make the list.
Let's get to it. Hey Ron, just get to it. However you got to do it.
Yeah. All right, come on. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with some honorable mentions. All right, I'm gonna throw some names out there. These are guys that got votes, but they didn't quite crack the top.
I know who better not be on this list. I know who better be on this list. I know who better not be on this list.
I know a few people who better not be on this list.
Mr. Celtic himself better not be on this list. I can tell you that.
What?
What are you talking about? He better not be on this list.
You're not talking about Jaylen Brown.
He better not be on this
list. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Let's please get to that. Let's absolutely get to that.
Joe, matter of fact, where did you have him? Because I know he was on your list.
He is on my list, and I had him currently.
And we just
I had him at 9. That's why I have him.
Okay. At what?
Yes, I had him at 9.
I swear to I ain't gonna be able to do this today.
Yes, sir.
Where should we be at?
Ron, just get to the list, bro.
All
Absolutely.
right. So we're going to start with the honorable mentions. The first honorable mention we're going to start with is a guy in Toronto. He's the best defender in the NBA.
Wait, what?
He had one vote.
He's an all-star.
He had one vote. Penn put him fourth or something.
I was trying to figure out who's in Toronto that I missed.
Move on, bro. He ain't no honorable mention.
This is a DPOI list?
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Scotty Barnes. He got a vote. He is an honorable mention.
Stop it.
Next up.
Wait, Ron, do you think he actually thinks he's a top 10 player?
He put him on his list.
I don't know what list Scotty Barnes has been eligible for that Penn hasn't put Scotty Barnes on the list.
I can only go based on, what Penn sent me.
Can you give me an objective? Can you give me an objective argument that
think
Scotty Barnes today is a top 10?
No.
player?
I mean, if you think he's the best defender in the league, which Penn does, Wemby notwithstanding.
There's a set. So if that's the case, if you think he's the best defender in the league, is Rudy Gobert a
Yeah,
top
but then
10
he's gonna
player?
say Scotty Barnes, leads in
versatility,
assists,
1-5.
Relative to position.
yeah,
Bro,
like
Cade-
playmaking.
But we don't do the position thing no more. So like,
Relative
He has
it's
no
not-
offensive help around him other than Mamba.
Yeah,
I'm
he's gonna say spacing. Like,
Even though he has another all-star on his roster now.
I don't think he's good enough offensively to be top 10.
So what range would you have him in, Morris?
16 through like 20.
Yeah,
That's
20,
Mark, to be honest with you,
25.
and I don't hate that because I'm thinking to myself, can I definitively say that Scotty Barnes today is a top 15 player? No,
No.
I can't say that. I can't definitively say.
But he's in the
definitely top 20.
I'd listen to the argument for.
Yeah, I hear it, but I can't definitively say he's
Due
top
to
15
injuries,
player.
no Tatum, no Hallie.
Okay.
I can
Oh
put him in
yeah,
the
if you're doing
conversation.
that, yeah.
Anywhere from 15 to 25, I can get with that.
I'm good with that. But when you telling me that he's the 8th best player in the game
I ain't
today,
consider him for my top 10.
the
No, I didn't even
11th best
think
player
about
in the game, nah,
His
I'm not
his
trying.
name
Well,
ain't-
actually, has he been better as a Houston fan? Has he been better than Şengün this year?
Yeah, but I've always thought he's better than Şengün.
Yeah,
I
but
thought he was better
Şengün
than
ain't
Şengün
in
last
this
year.
conversation either, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm trying to
What's
figure out
that
15
mean?
to 25 where the range is. I think
Şengün not top 25.
I would not
Rockets
push
fans
back
already
against
dislike
that
me
this
and
year.
Jordan enough. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Me
But
too. And I've been, I'm in public now. I'm scared. I ain't saying shit about that.
So any Turkish fan,
shit
I actually think Şengün should make All NBA this year.
Yeah. That shit over with. I was just joking.
Yeah.
Hey, well, fellas, speaking of Scotty Barnes,
Yes, sir.
I have a very similar case. A guy that only got one vote, and we don't know if it was a fan vote or not. He's also an all-star this year, too, for the first time.
Brandon Ingram.
No, Jamal Murray.
Mhm.
Was that you, Swiper?
You voted him top 10 and not
Remember,
Jaylen Brown?
I got him on. I
Wait,
got him
so
on my
how
second
you
team on
do-
NBA.
So you did top 10 like this season?
Yeah,
only?
just this season only. Yeah, just season. Yeah, this
And you
Yeah,
didn't put
that's what we
Jaylen
doing, right?
Brown in there?
That's what we doing.
I did it as in
Hold on. Ain't no way
I'm
we
valuing
can
this
fucking do it.
season, but
No, I
there's
think
also
it's
like
better.
history plays a part in it.
Sure.
Okay.
That's how I did.
I think no.
Chris, you don't
I
gotta worry
think
about
that's
it. Jaylen
fair.
Brown's on the list.
But I did only just so far this year, just to make it easier.
So
just to make
just
it.
so far this year, you think Jamal Murray
Yeah.
been playing better than Jaylen
Yeah,
Brown?
I think Jamal Murray's
On
having
what
a,
fucking planet?
this planet, much better passer playmaker, much better.
I'm sure you got. I'm sure.
Fun
You,
word score.
No, he's not actually. He's
wait,
not.
but swipe.
He's
I'm-
not
You
at
got
all.
you got Jamal Murray over Jokic too, right?
No,
No.
You guys do gotta remember this guy shoot better than Steph Curry. Like that's a
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we definitely forgot.
that sounds like a top 10
Yeah.
player
You know
to
what?
me.
Hey, Chad, I'm sorry. We got to redo our list.
Wait, rewind.
Yeah.
Because I want to, relative to today, I can appreciate that. So, Swiper, if you think that he's a top 10 player today,
I think he's
Well,
making second team All NBA. right now.
even if that's true, like because he is playing at an all-pro level, I'm
Yeah,
not going to argue that point.
Yeah.
What I am asking you though is if he is a top 10 player today, how close was he to the top 10 previous to this?
Oh no,
like,
no. I think
like
the
this
close-
time last season,
No,
where
not
was
close,
he?
Not close. I think the closest he's ever been was after the title. That's it.
When you
So
said
that
he
was
better
3
than Devin
years ago.
Booker.
So Swiper,
Better than who?
When you said he was better than Devin Booker and Kyrie.
He was after Devin Booker had
Yeah,
that
yeah.
injury. Yeah, go ahead.
so that was 3 years ago. So a calendar year.
Kyrie's not even just talking.
So are you telling me that within the last 4 months,
But that was Kyrie wouldn't help.
where did you have him previous? Like this time last year,
No, I don't
February of
think he was
2025.
top 35
Where is he?
last year.
So how do I go from let's say I'm 37 to 9 in 4 months? How do I do that?
I mean, you make significant improvements to your game.
Significant. We're in year 8. So
You're having a career season as a passer, career season as a shooter, career season as a playmaker, as an offensive engine. I think the issue people were looking for, and I think Jordan, this is why some people have disagreements here. I think they look at him as a pure number 2, and I think that Jamal getting a sample size without Jokic to do what he did, where he averaged 29 and 9
Sure.
on crazy efficiency. I think that was people's first time watching him go do it by himself. Now, to be fair, he couldn't do that last year. He's never been.
Was it the injuries or was it?
I mean, it could be injuries. It could just be like they didn't ask him to do that.
Sure.
To a degree, he just never was able. I think the championship year he was averaging like 22, 8, and 8. But again, he's like again, we had this conversation as of going in All-Star, like the best pull-up three-point shooter in the league, like off the dribble, like everything, like playmaking, driving, rim, mid-range, three, step backs. He's doing everything. And then on top of that, he's making non-Jokic lineups work this year with Valanciunas or no Valanciunas with Zeke Naji. And they're still having a lead offense.
Slow down, though. Who? Basically, what you're saying is Jokic been holding him back. For real?
No.
That's what happened.
I think but to be fair, he was having a career year with Jokic as well. But when he got out, but the numbers are going to go up just because you have more usage and
of course.
But I think both of them help each other, though. They need each other. I think, and they've also just spoken to this like in the last 2 weeks. They need each other to do what they do. So like, it's not a slight out.
But this is also the worst defense he's played in years.
Murray?
Yeah.
No, I actually think he's playing good defense this year. I think the issue has been like the team has kind of. But to be fair,
hold on. The team has what? The team has what?
I think the injuries have affected the team.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm over I don't think his defense has been good.
Like his isolation defense stuff has been really good this year. I think the problem is that game that he just had going into All-Star, like that was
the Cleveland game was bad.
Is he a better defender than Jaylen Brown too?
No. Jaylen Brown's better defender.
Yeah, he a much better defender.
Well, so you don't think
a much better playmaker? That's how it is.
Yeah, I think JB's a much better defender.
He's like 3 times the defender, Jamal.
Well, I don't know 3 times.
Maybe 4.
And Jaylen Brown.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this. If you ask Jamal Murray to go play in that Celtics offense and be the head honcho,
he would not be doing what Jaylen Brown does.
That's
better. They would be better. That's the point. Having a player that can shoot, dribble, and drive.
You Denver for real.
No. Having a player that can shoot, dribble, drive, and pass at that level would make them that much better.
That just
Jaylen Brown shoot, dribble, drive, and pass.
Not as good as Murray at all. Actually, there's a big difference.
I didn't give Jamal Murray. To your point, Swiper, I did not give Jamal Murray enough credit for the distributor that he was.
Yeah,
I've seen it since Joker was out of the lineup. I watched.
He's top 10 in
when
passing.
They played against Cleveland.
But shit, I would love to see Jaylen Brown with Nikola Jokic.
I would love to see Jaylen Brown
without Jokic though. I think he's also proven his mettle.
But either way, I think we're spending a lot of time on a guy that doesn't belong anywhere near a top 10 conversation.
Well, that's cool. We only got one vote. I argued my position on the vote.
Sure.
Ox is right. We're gonna continue to move on. I do want to say this though. Shout out to Jamal Murray.
Shout out to my dog.
Because he really has taken a crazy step forward.
No doubt.
Like, that's
no doubt.
It's been a ridiculous.
Full clap.
Go clap. One thing I do want to be clear about though, I think Jamal Murray is dope. Yeah. I think Jamal Murray is a really good basketball player.
How common is that though? Like, if you're thinking about right now, how common is that? Because we're in year 10 with Jamal Murray. This ain't like year 4, year 5, where he
always been good. It's not like he just got good. He been good.
But usually when we get to this point, like this is probably who this dude is. Like we've seen everything, and with Jamal Murray at this point, like he does seem to be improving.
Yeah.
Is it because he was playing with Joker, and the reason why we wasn't able to see this because Joker was the one distributing. Joker was the one initiating all the offense. Joker was the one who's the bucket getter. Because I've always been, I don't think I'm in the minority. I think Jamal Murray was one of the best pull-up mid-range shooters in the league. He got a money mid-range game. Yeah. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, we had this conversation. I said, with the exception of Kyrie Irving, I think he's the best tough shot maker.
Yeah, definitely.
He's crazy. That's another thing.
Kyrie Irving.
Second team All NBA this year right now, right? Y'all with me on that?
So far,
but there's a lot of games played stuff that he might make it. But
hold on.
Is it going to be by default though?
No,
he's going to be like the best candidate of who's going to be available.
That's what I'm talking about, Mars. I mean, like, is it because? No, Jason.
No, but he's having an All NBA caliber season.
Yeah,
so
he had an all-star season.
Yeah, but second team I think is probably going to be because like guys are going to.
I think. Yeah, I said before they all got hurt, they would be 13. But go back to that the tough shot making. Like he make tough shots sometimes, but you think a lot of his shots.
Sometimes.
I don't think. I think a lot of his.
Yeah, a lot of his shots are tough.
I think he get a lot of separation on some of his moves though.
And those are tough shots.
He does, but I mean, I still think just because the shot's open, it don't mean it's not tough.
No.
I think creating that space is a difficult thing to do. So
I think that's a little bit more difficult. But I guess if you're gonna say that's just shot creation, tough shot creation. Yeah. But as you were Jamal real good at, bro. He gets separation and he can shoot it off either foot. Like, That's why I was saying. I don't know if it's tough for him. Like he do that shit so easy. Like it's so easy.
I think that we there's some people who confuse tough shots with a dude making a shot with a hand in the face. No, that's not necessarily just a tough shot. Like you can make a shot where we create 3-4 feet of separation and you're off balance. Jamal Murray is really good, at creating separation. He's really good. Yeah, really good at fading, really good at making floaters in the paint over big guys. I think those are tough shots. That's not his entire shot diet, though. I want to make sure we clear on that. Yeah. But I think he's one of the best in the league as a tough shot maker.
Michael Porter Jr. better than that. Better than him at that shit, though.
As a tough shot maker?
Hell yeah.
You think he's the best tough shot maker in the league?
MPJ shooting nonsense. Crazy shit.
Yeah.
And to him, it looked like a good shot.
I don't think those are tough shots. I think those are bad shots with him. But he on a bad team, though. I think that's the difference.
Whoa.
You being that efficient on bad shots?
He's making them.
Yeah. I think
ain't no bad shot if he's making them.
So if I'm Michael Porter Jr., for example, I'm at the top of the key, and I got two guys on me, and I'm 32 feet away from the basket.
You can rise up over him.
And he rises up over both of them and shoots him.
If you don't disrupt his gather, it's probably gonna feel like an open shot for him.
Bro, and he cashed that shit. Like he's shooting it. He close to what? He's like 46% or something, 45.
He's like 40. It might have gone down a little bit in like the recent games, but he was like 48, 38.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think it's like 46 now.
Yeah.
And then he's shooting what from three? Like 30?
38.
38?
Yeah. Well, on 7 attempts a game, that's really good.
Yo, fellas, we're about to move on to these next 3 honorable mentions.
Sure.
We're talking about tough shot makers. I'm not gonna lie. These next 3 guys that didn't make the top 10 could potentially be the toughest shot makers in the NBA, but they're not top 10 players. I think that might be a testament to just how talented the league is. However, let's get into this next one because this dude absolutely is a tough shot maker, big shot maker, the king of New York right now.
Oh, okay.
Jaylen Brunson did not crack our top 10.
Yeah, I
didn't have him. I haven't had anyone who's been selected.
Yeah, that's tough. And it's no disrespect to Brunson either, but Brunson's also like having a great season.
I actually had Jaylen Brunson in my top 10. I did have Jaylen Brunson in my top 10. I'm thinking about that Knick offense and how much better he is, how much better they are with him on the floor as opposed to when he's not on the floor. We're talking about tough shot making. We're talking about a dude, especially with his strong hand, how he's able to play through contact and get to the rim. As much as a bad defender as he is, and I'm not going to argue that point. Yes, I mean, you could get him in isolation, but he does come up with big plays as a defender. Like when you're talking about taking charges and things like that, I mean, that shifts momentum. Yeah. And when we're talking about being a clutch player, we've already talked about Anthony Edwards being the best clutch player in the game as of right now. But we've mentioned it. Let me rephrase that. We've mentioned him being that. But when we're talking about Jaylen Brunson, we know that when they get into the meat and potatoes of the game, who the ball is going to.
Yep.
No question about it. And a lot of times he delivers.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, for that reason right there, I think he's a top 10 player in the game.
I had Jaylen Brunson on mine. I had him number 9.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Brunson's special. I just think there's a lot of special seasons going on right now. So
yeah, and that's why I didn't even, to be honest, I thought about it and I shortly just forgot. Like I didn't want to put him on.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like he's a damn good player, but top 10 in the NBA right now. It's too many guys, bro.
It's a tough landscape right now.
He was one of my last cuts.
I really think I got Anthony Edwards like 9 or 10.
Oh,
I'm a big Ant fan. Yes, I'm a big Ant fan.
Well, we got to get to that because I did readjust Ant too.
Yeah,
I say that and then I saw where I had that.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big Ant fan. So
Chill gonna love this list.
I mean, if I got Anthony Edwards at 9 or 10, I can't put Brunson on that list.
It was a lot of fluctuation with Ant too. Well, we'll talk about Ant.
It's hard out here.
Ant got love, and then Ant also got some people that just
was he on everybody's list? Can you say that? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next guy, a lot of people are gonna hate this.
Don't do it, Ron. Don't do it, Ron. I know where Ron going with this.
You a Houston guy, right?
This is the first person I had on my list.
No way KD not on the list.
Nope.
I know you niggas is not about to tell me that.
Yeah.
KD not on the list.
Kevin Durant is not a top 10 player on the panel's top 10 NBA
What
players.
season y'all been watching?
I had KD at 9.
I had him at 9.
I had him at 9.
What? Y'all niggas been hating on Houston that bad?
So who didn't have KD? I know Ron. I don't know any toss.
I did not. I did not have KD.
All of you guys had KD.
But you had Jaylen Brunson?
Well, there's a name I put on there.
Yes.
But you know how I feel about KD this year too. So like I'm trying to be fair. Like I'm very high on KD this year.
Yes.
KD,
very high.
Hold on, chill. How do you have Brunson on the list and not KD?
I just told you because of what Brunson's been doing with the Knicks. Absolutely.
What have KD been doing with the Rockets on offense and defense? On offense and defense.
KD's done that for the Rockets this year.
Right, he has, absolutely. But number one, Jaylen Brunson, the degree of difficulty is a lot more difficult with him. He's smaller.
Like, you can't be taxing KD because he's tall.
Well, the reason why I'm taxing KD, the reason why
playing with truck drivers shooting the ball.
No, he's not playing with truck drivers. No, he is not.
He's playing with the Rockets.
He playing with truck drivers and YNs.
That nigga playing with 13% and shooting the basketball and
then the Knicks have Mike Brown, who completely changed up the offense and switched up everything. What was going on over there?
Guys that shoot 13% in the corner on the Rockets.
Are you talking about somebody specific, or are you just talking about guys?
Yes.
They got what are we doing?
But the difference is that
their center can't shoot at the rim, mid range, or 3.
Well, how they winning games though?
KD's masking a lot of the offensive flaws.
And I can say the same thing about Jaylen Brunson. A lot of the stuff that's going on.
I agree, but the Knicks have less offensive flaws than the Rockets.
They do, but also too, kind of goes both ways, but the Knicks run their offense literally through Jalen Brunson. Everything goes through Jalen Brunson.
What do they do? What does Houston
do? And you finished off.
Yes.
But the reason why
KD's not a point guard.
But the reason why Houston runs their offense through Şengün, because Şengün can't be anywhere else on the floor unless he has the ball. Like they have to run it through Şengün, otherwise he has no actual viability.
I could say the same thing about Brunson. I mean, as a small dude, so Jalen Brunson is not going to be in the.
Mikal can help.
Okay,
Pat can help.
Yep.
Jordan Clarkson has been some really
100%. These guys
they got a dog in Tyler Cole.
So who do they have? So if Jalen Brunson is playing off the basketball, he's playing on the wing. Let's say he's playing in the corner. Who's creating shots for him?
Playing in the corner.
That's my point. Like KD can play
creating shots for KD. Nobody.
Are you serious?
Nobody.
Nah, he's got a couple of Şengün.
Yes, he has.
Şengün's gravity. He's got him a couple open threes. We're not gonna lie.
Okay.
But for the most part, KD's kind of getting out of the mud right now. He's getting out of the mud.
Hold on, chill. Do you not give a damn about defense?
I do care about defense.
How the hell you don't have KD on there, but you got Jalen Brunson on there?
I just told you because I think that Jalen Brunson, offensively, what he been doing for that Knicks team.
The swing for KD defensively, I think it's bigger than the swing for Brunson.
I'm getting sick and tired of y'all hyping Kevin Durant's defense.
Hyping.
No, I mean, in comparison to Brunson, I mean,
compared to Brunson, I think there's a gap.
In comparison to Jalen Brunson,
he's talking about him like he's an all-league defender. Like he does it in stretches.
He's not gonna make all defense, but
he's still a good that we have. KD is one of the 3 best defenders probably on the list.
On the list I gave, I would say KD is my 4th best defender. On the list I gave, I would say he's my 4th best defender.
Yeah, we got to get through the rest.
4th, 5th. He's top 50%.
And he's in Amin Thompson's tier?
No, I think Amen's a better defender. I think Amen's the best defender on the Rockets, and then Tari when he's available.
Yeah.
And then it's KD.
Okay.
To me.
I mean, I've been told he's the best defender.
I'm
Jalen Brunson.
I'm sticking.
I don't agree with that, but I understand why someone would say that. But I don't agree.
Yeah, as long as you understand it, because I'm sticking by it. I'm just letting you know I'm sticking by it. Y'all hype up that young boy.
That's
all athleticism.
So, Ron,
but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. KD not being top. I'm not surprised, but
Ron, there's another honorable mention here.
There's one more honorable mention, and you know it's funny that we're talking about Kevin Durant because this is the guy that drove the bus for Kevin Durant for 2 championships.
Steph Curry.
Shout out Stephen Curry.
I have both of them.
You are still top 10 level. You just didn't make our top 10.
Yeah, he didn't make my list either.
I had both of them. I had Steph at 7. So
I ain't had.
I got Steph at 10. I got Steph at 10.
I had Steph at 10 too.
So yeah,
I don't know. I might be higher on Steph. Yeah, Steph at 7.
Shout out to Steph. He's having a great year though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at 7 though.
Yeah, I still think he one of the elite offensive engines in the league.
I did not have Steph Curry on the top 10. No, I didn't.
You know what they're gonna say about that?
You think Brunson's better than Steph?
This season? Yeah.
Y'all think JB better than Steph?
I don't think Brunson is a better player than Steph Curry.
But what's your deal with Jaylen Brown, bro?
I do not think he's a better player than
like, is your eyes closed to what
I
Jaylen
like
Brown
watching this,
doing?
though. It's a fun team.
And also, too, don't leave out the optics matter. So a guy like Jalen Brunson, he's been more available. Like Steph Curry's been in and out of the lineup, which that really doesn't help my case because that's kind of the same thing I would be talking about.
Well, Steph Curry got a freak injury.
If I'm talking about Giannis. So no, that forget I even said that because that logic,
yeah, well, it's a different tier of player. Like Giannis can't move out of the top 10 because like he's like top 3.
Yeah.
So the health thing's not really
a top 10 scorer in the league.
I can't use that, but I'm thinking with Curry, be it
He's top 4.
Okay. Shout out to Penn, man. Penn here in spirit. Shout out to Penn.
All right, fellas. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this top 10. Shout out to Scotty Barnes, Jamal Murray, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant.
That's a list.
Yes, it is.
Ain't no way Kevin Durant and Scotty Barnes should be on any list together. Not even on fucking. Shout out to KD, man. You done fell into the Scotty Barnes team. Hey, it be like that. Hey, sometimes people move up. Shout out Jaylen Brown, and sometimes people fall into other tiers. Hey, KD, he's in Scotty Barnes tier now, and Jamal Murray. However, the table they sit at together. Period.
Top 10, y'all.
Yeah.
At number 10, we've mentioned his name a bunch of times in this limited amount of episode that we've been on. Jaylen Brown. He's number 10 for us.
I can't believe y'all put Jaylen Brown 10.
Where did you have him?
Yeah, where would you have him? Wait, where did you have him?
I ain't have him.
Me neither. Where did you have him?
I had him at 9.
Not in your top 10.
I had him at 9.
I'm disappointed in you.
Bro,
I don't see what you guys
tell. Can they're not gonna listen to me? Can I'm a Celtics fan? Even though I like Jaylen Brown.
But that's why I want to know where everyone had him. I just want to know how.
I had him at 9.
Like 9, I get. Like,
yeah.
But I know. Do you have him top 5?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't.
And I would have had him top 5 if I ain't have to sneak Kawhi in that motherfucker.
I had that
Kawhi came alive towards the end of this.
He been great all year.
Yeah, I just don't see. I just don't see what you guys see. That's it.
Kawhi has came alive these last 25 games.
What? He started the year off well.
Yes, he did.
When he came back from the injury, he played well.
Got hurt, came back
for a short period of time.
But we're in February now. It's been like 3 months.
Kawhi way up on the list.
But I'm saying I had to account for him. That's why
I'm gonna knock all this shit over.
You going in the stream?
So
for the second time this week, you going in the stream early.
So
that was childish what you did the other day.
That really was. That 100%. That was great.
So that's childish me doing that, or it's childish. Everybody in here, or it's childish saying Cooper Flag is better than Victor Wembanyama. What's more childish?
Well, he is though.
Yeah, who the fuck said that? Yeah, right.
I wasn't there, so
that's not in the stream worthy though. That's what I'm saying. That's not in the stream.
I've heard crazier things
in top 5 in the stream worthy.
Hell, you got that right. It is.
All right.
Hold on. I was just stream because he said Cooper Flag was better than Wemby.
Considering Jaylen Brown's ahead of KD and Steph, I would argue he shouldn't be on the list.
The only thing that's stopping from Wemby from being the best player in the NBA right now is that nigga need to do some leg workouts. That's about it, boy.
He may never, to be honest with you, I know we're gonna get to Wemby.
It's a wrap.
Drench, since we talking about it. Cooper Flag is better on offense than Victor Wembanyama, and
shit, not really.
And not only,
I don't even agree with that.
I don't gotta agree with that one.
So he's a better scorer than Victor Wembanyama, but not only that, he's also a better on-ball defender than Victor Wembanyama.
Shit, not really. You can't go around.
I'm gonna be honest. I would argue Cooper Flag's defense been kind of disappointing from what I expected.
I told you he wouldn't be an all-star defender like that.
I'm really trying to figure out what it is that Victor Wembanyama does better than Cooper Flag.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
So can we talk about Wemby when his name comes up?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
So even the on-ball defense, though, you can't go around Wemby. Go around and do
look, this is the thing.
Do what? Get it blocked off the glass?
Score.
But that's my point. This is what I was telling you yesterday, Ron. Y'all see Victor Wembanyama do something, and just because it looks so freakishly crazy, y'all putting dubs on it. Like Cooper Flag will block the same shot. He just ain't blocking the way up there.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? They got to shoot it way up there for it to even count.
He's still disrupting the shot. He just ain't disrupting it way up there.
Speaking of weight,
the impact is the same.
No, he would get scored on if he shot it way up there.
The impact is the same. The optics are just
the stat is the same.
Y'all, you know what y'all trip off? What's it called? What's it called? When the way shit looks,
aesthetics.
Thank you, Morris. Y'all trip off aesthetics. It's aesthetically pleasing to y'all, so y'all want to.
The degree.
So are you arguing that Cooper Flag's defense is just as impactful as Wemby's?
Close enough.
Hell no.
Move on.
We need substitutions. We need substitutions. Hey, come on. Hey, we got to bring in reinforcements. Hey, we got to bring it. Hey, the thing about it is, we're not going to sub you off the show. We're about to bring in reinforcements to cook your ass. Because this is disgusting. Don't worry, I got something for you. And I got numbers to back.
Man, can we talk about why JB's number 10?
So Jaylen Brown, because who we was talking about. We were talking about Jaylen Brown. So with Jaylen Brown this season, considering what the Celtics were supposed to be, and what they ended up being, is completely and utterly different. Way different. So when you lose the amount of players that they lost, the offense doesn't change. The roles now change on this offense. And Jaylen Brown, I thought that he thrived in this offense. Even though he does turn the ball over a little bit more for my liking. I'm not particularly fond of him turning the basketball over, but I felt like his bucket getting got better. Not only did his bucket get better, his ability to defend got better. I felt like him shooting the basketball within that offense got way better. So with that being said, this Boston Celtic team, considering what they were supposed to be and what they turned into, I think Jaylen Brown is playing at a top 10 level this year.
I feel like I'm going to try not be a hater because apparently I'm a hater. I feel like Jaylen Brown's getting a bigger dosage of the credit for Boston than he should. I feel like there's a lot more going into it than what Jaylen Brown is doing. Not saying he's not great. I think him being on the list at 10, whatever, I think that's fine. I think that makes sense. But I feel like people are attributing, because he's the leading scorer on the team, because he's the best player on the team. There's some people saying he's not the best player on the team. I think that's going too far the other way. But I feel like the impact that Joe Mazzulla's had, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, the fact that they don't turn the ball over, the fact that they rebound at the rate they do, and then you have Jaylen Brown who can be like their consistent half-court presence. They're giving too much of the credit for Boston's overall infrastructure and team success to what Jaylen Brown's doing, when I would argue that it goes down to more of the marginal areas are probably what wins them more games than.
But that's what I was about to ask you, Mark. Do you think that if you take Jaylen Brown out of that lineup, and because I know you don't like to do this, but let's just say a lesser version of him, let's say Scotty Barnes, for example. If you took Scotty Barnes and put him in that lineup, do you think that they still would be rolling, considering the margins?
Hold on, right quick, Morris. Once again, I told you guys we got a treat for you guys. I told you this was going to be a special episode, and I told you I was going to bring some people up here to tune Ox up because he needs some tuning up. Mm-hmm. So this is the panel. This is Player's Choice. And we love the NBA community. We love all of our content creators. So I got some dope people here with me. First off, I got Houston's finest.
What up with it? What up with it?
I got one of the best to come out of Houston. Real Talk is in the house, chat. Chat. Real Talk is in the house.
Chat. We out here in LA with it. What's good? What's up, Ox? I thought you had a friend, nigga. Hell no.
I told you we had work for Ox. And also, as if that's not enough, hey, chill. You like nerds, right?
No, I don't. I love nerds. I do not like nerds. I love nerds. Absolutely.
I
love
got
nerds.
My dog Carson in the house with me.
Love nerds.
Half a Nerd Sesh is in the building, y'all. This is special.
What's up? It's great to be here. I've already heard some wild shit on this episode, which does not surprise me. Ox, you are insane as usual. But it's okay.
You know what I'm here for.
You're free spirit, man.
You know what I'm here for. Come on, Carson.
The free spirited.
It's electric. Steph Curry not in the top 10 is crazy. Also, we got to get to
that. Well, I had him in mind.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Everyone said they had him in theirs, but then he's on the list. So someone lying. Someone lying.
Shit, it ain't me. I don't tell no lie.
I had him at 7.
That's where he should be. He should be 7, 6, somewhere around.
You would
there.
have him as high as 7.
He's still doing all the same insane offensive
I just saw an 8
stuff that he does. I mean, he's averaging 27 on 64% true shooting, and the offense is 10 points better with him on the floor. It falls apart without him. You watch the Warriors offense without him.
Yep.
There's not a single dude who can create off the dribble. It is literally straight motion, split actions. Like no other NBA offense operates anything like that, because when you take Steph off the floor, they have zero offensive weapons. And when he's on the floor, they're still an elite offense because he's Steph Curry. He's one of the greatest offensive forces to ever play the game.
Yes, I could get with that.
I think Mars is right about Jaylen Brown. He's having a really good season, but you cooked with everything they're doing on the margins to create value there. Like, they're plus 14 net in the minutes that Jaylen Brown is off the court. They're dominating the minutes when he's off the court because of all the things Mars said, the offensive rebounding, their ability to limit turnovers, the fact that they have a lot more ball handling, and they have so much shooting overall. And Mazzulla is just like great. So if you're telling me you take one guy off the team who falls apart more without that one guy, clearly it's Steph Curry, whose team is like 6-11 when he's out, as opposed to Jaylen Brown's team, who still dominates the minutes when he's off.
Carson, that's fair. The question that I have, though, is how often is Jaylen Brown off the court? Because to your point, yes, I can definitely appreciate them being a plus 14 with Jaylen Brown off. You said a plus 4? Okay, so I think he's only missed 3 games this year. And I think he's averaging something like 34 minutes a game, something like that, 34, 35 minutes a game. So he's playing a lot. So those minutes in terms of net rating and the amount of time that he's off the floor, that's not a lot. So it's not like he's off the floor for 12 straight minutes. He's off the floor 2 minutes here. He's off the floor for 3 minutes here. So that really doesn't hold a lot of weight to me, as opposed to if he was missing games like 6-7 games, or he was off the floor for 10 games, right? If he was off the floor for 10 games,
season, it's still a big enough sample size.
I can appreciate that.
I want to be clear. I'm obviously not saying that they're better without.
And he does contribute to the margins too, Carson. But don't leave that part out. Jaylen Brown, 100%
turnover player.
Yes, he does. But he's also one of their better rebounders. In addition to being one of their better rebounders, he's one of their better distributors. So in terms of loose ball stuff like that, like coming up with loose balls, coming up with big rebounds, these are the margin stuff that we're talking about. And he is a huge part of that.
Responsibility for this team. I mean, there's a lot of wings on this team whose job is basically to crash the offensive glass, do all the dirty work. And I think they're really good at that. And I think they're just better than they get credit for. And I think because nobody expected the Celtics to be this good, and Jaylen's having such a great season, a lot of people are just going to the place of like, what an incredible season Jaylen Brown is having carrying this team. When in reality, I think this team was just always a lot better than I expected, than I think we all expected. I do think it's more of a collective achievement.
You believe in championship DNA, right?
There was one person that said that the Celtics, and then there was also another person that said Jaylen Brown.
Well, because my thing is like we turn to the basketball tons of times, in order to try to diminish Jaylen Brown's impact. Because that's cool and all, but that's not what this is about.
Okay,
this isn't about how good are my teammates. This is about how good is Jaylen Brown
and how good is Jaylen
Brown. So what? And I got Steph Curry on my list.
You're right. So
I think so. I'm not arguing against Steph Curry. What I'm saying is saying that he has Jaylen Brown's teammates because Peyton Pritchard's doing his job. Peyton Pritchard is a hell of a basketball player. Yep. Derek White's playing great. They have a really good basketball team. Coach Mazzulla did a good job putting in an offense that works and functions without Jason Tatum. I understand all these things, but none of that being said has anything to do with how good Jaylen Brown is playing basketball. And that's what this list is about. Right. How good is Jaylen Brown playing? Yes, for the 10 to 12 minutes he's not playing in the game, the team is still functioning. But that doesn't diminish what Jaylen Brown's
impact
at all.
But it's past functioning though, Ox. They're thriving with.
But even that, yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree. I was only making the argument because I've heard a lot of people talk about Jaylen Brown as if he's got. But for him as a player, I still think the flaws that he's always had are still present. The turnover stuff is real.
Right.
I'm on hot take. His defense has not been as good as you guys tried to tell me.
This year, really, Mars?
His defense has not been that great this year, in my humble opinion. So I'm looking at from a roster perspective, Derek White has probably been their most consistent high-minute player defensively. Cade has been really good on defense. Jordan Walsh has been good on defense. And their rookie, Hugo Gonzalez.
He's been really good. Yes, he has.
Really, really good defender. Like, there's a lot of guys who not only I trust on the ball more because of the offensive burden Jaylen Brown has, but also just away from the ball, way more active, forcing turnovers, way more productive away from the ball. Like, Jaylen Brown's probably been, like, Boston's, like, 5th best defender.
But to be fair, because we can't do that to him. That doesn't mean he's a bad defender.
Yeah, I agree. But to the idea that, like,
I think that's
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't give him the two-way label, but the defense definitely hasn't been. He's not been producing.
He hasn't been.
Well, wait a minute, Moss. Can I counter that?
Yeah, like he's not hurting you on defense.
No, he's not. But to your point, Moss, can I counter that with guys like Gonzalez, guys like not Derek White, but guys like Pritchard? Okay, that's in short spurts. Like Jaylen Brown is on the floor for a long period of time.
But doesn't mean you're playing defense the whole time.
It doesn't mean that, but it does mean that out here, when I'm out here, I am very effective. It's not that big of a deal. You Gonzalez, for example, you're on the floor for 10 minutes. If you're on the floor for 10 minutes, you look a lot different than you on the floor for 30 minutes. If you're chasing around, I don't know, Kawhi Leonard. If you're chasing around Scotty Barnes,
100%.
As opposed to really quickly, as opposed to if I'm on the floor for 30 minutes. Well, I got to deal with Pascal Siakam in the meat and potatoes of the game. Well, Gonzalez is going to look a lot different if he only played 8 minutes.
Right.
As opposed to Jaylen Brown, who's on the floor for 32 minutes. I might be a little bit late on the rotation. I'm sorry.
OG, let's be honest. Can we be honest about Jaylen Brown, y'all?
Please.
Let's be honest. Look, we are in February, right? It's All-Star Weekend. Jaylen Brown performed at a top 10 level for 1 month this year, and that was decent.
That's it?
He was a top 10 player for 1 month.
Which month was that?
That was the month where he was cooking Kawhi. Wing had the 50 and all that.
That's January?
That was
January.
That may have been early January, but he was cooking in December.
When he said he should have been player of the month?
Yeah, he was, player of the month, but he had 1 month.
I think he's played better than that.
I wouldn't say what that is. I think he started the season really well, and I think people were pleasantly surprised because people thought he wouldn't be able to score without Jason Tatum. I think that was crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I expected him to average 30, whatever he's averaging, but I never viewed him as a beneficiary of Jason Tatum. If anyone was, it was gonna be like a Derek White, for example, who's having like his worst scoring season. But Jaylen Brown got his offense in a way that most one options got their offense anyway. Yeah, because it was a lot of self-creation, a lot of transition stuff. You see him now; it's a lot of self-creation, a lot of transition stuff. He's basically operating in the same play types, just on higher volume, and Joe Mazzulla's done a good job of creating him some advantages. But like offensively, he's pretty much what you thought he was. The flaws are the same, the strengths are the same, just on higher volume. And then defensively, he's probably dialed it back a little bit because of the offensive burden. But that player last year, I wasn't that high on. So my opinion of Jaylen Brown hasn't swayed heavily either way. It's kind of just what I thought he was.
I think also like the crazy jump shooting we were seeing from him for that stretch in December, like that stuff has come back to earth where now it's like you mentioned the high turnovers. Yes, his passing has gotten better. He's still obviously not a natural playmaker. And then the scoring efficiency is below average. Like it's literally below league average true shooting right now. Obviously, he's got a huge creation burden, but like The thing with me is it's not really any knock on Jaylen Brown. It's just the bar to be a top 10 player is so high right now. And I don't think he's quite there when you consider some of the offensive flaws that he does have. Still a very good offensive player. I just don't see like the slight plus defense offsetting the huge offensive gap in favor of a Steph Curry.
I just thought that I was looking at something completely different before the season started, Mars. To your point, when Jason Tatum was out of the lineup, okay, all the stuff that he didn't have to do when Jason Tatum was there, okay, he's going to have to do that more. And all of his flaws were going to get compounded by everybody else. And that actually didn't happen. He was actually a better ball handler than what I thought he was going to be. He was a better jump shooter than what I thought he was going to be. He was actually better on defense. I had him averaging like 22 a game this year. I had him averaging like 22 a game.
Well, I would argue that's more of a hidden agenda.
That's a you problem.
And the reason why is because I thought he played really well off of Jason Tatum. I thought that the offense, the way it was constructed, I thought that him being in that offense and his flaws, it would just get magnified and he wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that he's able to do, only except he completely surprised me with that.
Similar to like the plus 14 net stuff, which obviously take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But Jason, I'm pretty sure, I don't have it on hands, obviously.
Sure.
We're here. I'm pretty sure if you look at like Jaylen Brown's numbers over the past previous years, when Jason Tatum's off the floor, they're pretty much in line with what he's doing this season. So like the indicators that he could pretty much do this have always been there. It's just it's been in smaller dosages, smaller samples. But Jaylen Brown has shown, I think, over the years that he can score on high volume, valid efficiency. Because it's not elite efficiency, but also like you got to take into account the burden he is carrying. So it's fine. And then the defense is what it is. And then like the playmaking is cool. I don't want to take it as hating on Jaylen Brown. I'm more so just making the argument that Steph and KD should be on the top 10 list.
Yeah. Oh,
ahead of Jaylen.
Let me make a correction. I have a few corrections I want to make.
Regarding Kevin Durant?
Yes, regarding and Jaylen Brown. Yes. So to Chill's point, Chill was talking about like how Jaylen Brown really, came into the season and maybe your bar was lower for him. So when he exceeded your expectation, including me, when he exceeds expectation, that low-key came with a little bit of overrating and overreacting. So, Chad, I do want to apologize. He's not a better basketball player than Kevin Wayne, okay? I was wrong about that. My apologies. I was wrong. Also, another correction.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Okay.
You're still wrong.
How am I
Jaylen Brown is better than Kevin
Jaylen Brown is not better than Kevin Durant.
Carry on.
Yeah, thank you. Last correction I want to make, just real quick. SJ is not better than 2014 KD. I was wrong about that. I went back, did a little research, watched a little film.
You was bugging on that.
I overreacted on that too. Apologies.
Like I said, I still think it's a conversation.
We do have the number one SJ.
I just didn't like how you was like, oh, SJ just better than KD. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Like it ain't even a conversation.
Yeah, that's why I still think it's a valid conversation to have, but
I think you're right, though, real talk. I think, Chill, when you said that you were like so surprised by Jaylen Brown, I think we really do take guys like Steph and KD, that year after year greatness for granted. Like, you're not going to be moved. You're not going to be like, oh my God, how is Steph doing that? Because it's a given every single year.
Yeah.
I just think like if you're factoring in availability, okay, that's just not how I view a top 10 list. I'm always thinking when you're healthy, when you're on the court, who's delivering the most value. No doubt in my mind, Steph Curry still delivers more value than Jaylen Brown.
Well, it does matter. The reason why the availability matters is because of the consistency. Like if I only got you for a month, if I got you for a month and a half and you're playing great, okay, that works. As opposed to if I got this guy for 2 or 3 months straight and I'm getting consistent basketball, that definitely matters. And to Real Talk's point about overrating, Mars and I had this conversation, I want to say a year ago. I already thought that Jaylen Brown was around top 15. Mars was ready to jump through the screen on me. I already thought that Jaylen Brown was in that space of being around a top 15 player. That's why I moved him up, considering everything that they were doing. But you do have me. Steph Curry has actually been like 27 a game, and I'm poo-pooing at it like it's really nothing.
Yeah, well, see, Steph Curry absolutely, like, he belongs on this list, right? But see, I want to piggyback on what you said a moment ago because you guys brought up how you're surprised by this player, but you're not surprised by Kevin Durant or Steph Curry. Well, I'm not surprised by Jaylen Brown at all because I've been trying to tell y'all for 3 years that this is who we
He's been on this side.
I've been trying to tell y'all for 3 seasons already that Jaylen Brown is that guy.
Yeah, he has been.
You know what I mean? So that's why maybe I don't give him that extra boost because I thought he was this good.
Yeah, he has been.
All right, and you've always been delusional. That's fine.
Hey, I've always known more than you, real talk. That's what it is, you know
Okay.
Real talk. You remember the last time that you came up? It's just funny how the chat works. How your little mind and that big head works as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, the last time you came up here, you were pushing the propaganda that Jaylen Brown's better than Kevin Durant. And you know, me being the host that I am.
The KD hater that you are, correct?
The KD hating host that I am. I ran a poll.
You did?
And on that poll, I put Kevin Durant or Jaylen Brown.
Right.
Who is better?
Okay.
You know what's funny? 70% of the chat said Jaylen Brown is better than Kevin Durant.
Really?
Because you said it.
Wow.
Now you come up here and walk it back, and you say, "Oh, actually, I'm sorry, chat. Kevin Durant is better than Jaylen Brown."
Okay.
I run a poll right now.
Okay.
Who's better? All of a sudden,
Jaylen Brown.
Y'all some flip flops.
Jaylen Brown.
No, you know what this called? It's called real motion.
That's motion.
Real motion.
When are you gonna stand on your nuts and stop being a fence jumper?
I'm not a fence jumper. What you talking about?
You said the SGA thing. Now you taking that back.
Okay.
The Luka Doncic. Now you back.
See. No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do. See. Here's the thing. When I get some new information, then I'm able to adjust my opinion. I'm not ignorant and delusional and foolish because only a fool receives new information and keeps the same opinion. I.e., Jaylen Brown,
Are you
top 10.
Sometimes. Hell yeah, like a motherfucker.
All right, well, fellas, here's the thing. We've talked a lot about Jaylen Brown. He is a trending topic of this episode so far. But he's only 10 on our list. We got 9 more names we got to get into.
Facts.
Hey, it's just getting exciting. Just getting exciting. But let's go ahead and do it. So we had Jaylen Brown at 10. At number 9, Donovan Mitchell.
That's valid. I didn't have him on my list, but that's valid. He's top 10 caliber for sure.
He definitely belongs here. He's better than Jalen Brunson.
Well, you didn't have D-Mitch on the list?
Well, no, I had Steph and KD.
I didn't have him on my list either.
It's not enough. First of all, this is not enough room for bro.
Oh, he clears Jaylen Brown. That's not.
But I'd have my toughest cuts.
Why your face like that, Ron?
My 11 and 12
like
was going to be
Ron?
Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. Those going to be my 11 and 12.
Why your face like
y'all
that?
know what D-Mitch was doing this?
Having an amazing
He's
year.
having a crazy year.
This is my only problem with D-Mitch. And partially you can say it's his fault. Partially you can say it's not his fault.
Okay.
It's too much talent over there for them to be stumbling, mumbling, and grumbling through the league. Right
But they're not
That's
stumbling. They're like
not
the
on
4
him,
seed now.
They're game out the
First
3
of
spot,
all,
Mom.
they're on
Yeah.
a heater.
They're a
They've
game
won
out
9
the
of their
3
last
And they've also
10.
been decimated with injuries.
They have. They've been brutalized by injuries.
But Carson,
Yeah.
even with that, who has the better team?
Between
who?
Brunson and Mitchell?
No. Jaylen Brown.
Oh, Jaylen
and
Brown?
Donovan Mitchell.
There's more talent in Cleveland than it is
It's
in Boston.
way more talent in Cleveland.
It's more
Everybody-
talent. That's a
The
fact.
dudes
Y'all
in
sleep on
Boston
Peyton
have been
Pritchard.
performing better, and I think the coaching advantage is substantial there. Like,
There
I
is
think there
no
are
way.
so many dudes in Cleveland who have underachieved for reasons of their own. Like Evan Mobley not being able to make a free throw or a jump shot. That's not Donovan Mitchell's fault. Jared Allen's touch regressing from where he was like almost 60-something% on
I'm
those.
surprised you haven't talked about that, by the way.
Yeah, but
50%.
Peyton
That's not
Pritchard
Donovan
making
Mitchell's
shots
fault.
is Jaylen Brown's fault.
Well, to be fair,
No, but see,
to be fair, Peyton Pritchard's value isn't in his shot making this year.
No, y'all trying to have it both ways.
But Peyton Pritchard's value
talent player
isn't in
I've
his
ever
shot
seen.
making this year. It's been in the turnover stuff. Like Peyton Pritchard and Derek White haven't really been.
I just think
this year.
I'm defending Donovan Mitchell because so often I think people look at the Cavs this year and they're like, oh, they're not playing up to their potential. And it's like everybody around Donovan Mitchell in terms of the key guys aren't. And Garland was hurt. And when he was in the lineup, he wasn't 100%. And Max Strus hasn't even played this year. DeAndre Hunter was a bum and then obviously got traded. Like Mitchell is the dude who has been backpacking that team, carrying that team. He's playing his best basketball ever. It's like the craziest combination of downhill elite.
Do y'all
pace
hear
guard
this?
Donovan Mitchell and
Do
pull up
y'all
like
hear
Jordan
this
Poole.
I
right
still
here?
don't think he's the best 2 guard
Do
in the
y'all
league.
listen to this right here?
No.
I got him
he's
right
still
outside the
not
top
the best 2
5.
guard in the league.
Yes, sir.
So-
I got him as the. I'm on record saying.
Well, I think it's better, but
I'm on record. I think he's the
Donovan
best 2
Mitchell,
guard in the league.
What he's doing offensively, like when he's on the floor, the Cavs are flat out an elite offense. They have like a 122 offensive rating. When he's off, they fall off to like a 112.
That
Like,
sounds garbage.
they have been so
You hear that?
dependent on him.
That sounds
He's
garbage.
having an amazing offensive season. I will defend him because I think he gets way too much flack for a team around him that was underachieving. And now, guess what? They're probably, at least maybe, the favorite in the East because they have a healthy guard alongside him, and they should get healthier overall, though they are the Cavs. So maybe
it's funny how like James Harden like actually added value to that team. But I want to go back to one of the Jaylen Brown lovers over here in the host. See, we just had a segment in which, oh my goodness. You can't blame Jaylen Brown because his team is elite when he's on the. But then now Ron says, "Oh, who has more time?" See, he wants to use Donovan Mitchell's team against him, but see, he doesn't want to use Jaylen Brown's team against him because who's more talented and who's been more effective and impactful without the other player?
Yes, Ron. Can you explain that?
That's another story.
Hey, some guys are floor raisers and some guys are ceiling raisers, and some guys just don't raise shit.
Oh,
all right,
brother.
Maybe Donovan Mitchell's the guy that just doesn't raise shit. What? Because no, this is what I'm saying. Peyton Pritchard would be a sixth man on the Cavs.
Ron, did you hear?
He wouldn't
have started with James Harden.
Let's do it.
Oh my
goodness. See the floor.
Thomas Bryant is seeing the floor for them right now.
What is going on, Ron? If Donovan Mitchell ain't on that crew, they go to the bottom of the East. He's been backpacking them. You want to talk about floor raising?
I understand that. The point I'm trying to make is none of these Celtics guys would start over there.
What does that have to do with anything?
Jaylen Brown is doing this with a bunch of bench players.
And those bench players are better when he's off the court.
So who has the better team?
Okay,
I don't know. You told who? Wait. Who's higher in the conference?
Who has the better
Who's
team?
higher in the conference?
No, you know what?
Higher in the conference.
You know what? None of y'all got to answer that.
I'm about to go.
I got preseason rankings from you. I got preseason rankings from you.
I'm about to answer it right now, Ron.
High on it.
I'm about to answer it right now. Cleveland is more talented than the Boston Celtics. That is a fact.
Who's going further in the playoffs?
Well, we don't know because we haven't seen the playoffs yet.
Who do you think is going further in the playoffs?
But that's because of James Harden that he's going to say Boston.
He's a part of the team.
He is part of the team.
I think that depends on if Tatum comes back. The current Boston Celtics, I would 100% take the Cavs to go deeper.
Because of the talent that they have. But Ron, don't forget, Sam Merrill out of the lineup. Max Strus out of the lineup. They lose Ty Jerome in free agency.
Sam Merrill and Max Strus.
Hey, Sam Merrill been shooting the hell out of him.
How are you discounting somebody who is as important as a long ball shooter as Sam Merrill is to that group? Don't forget, he was
Darius Garland. Sam Merrill and Max Strus.
One of their better long ball
Max
shooters.
Strus is one of the better offensive role players.
One of their better long, and Max Strus, another one of their better long ball shooters.
All-stars over there.
They haven't been playing, Ron.
They have had one dude playing at an all-star level.
Man,
well, Mobley maybe, but that's just because the East is so terrible. He has not been nearly as good as he was last year.
They got 3 games of Harden.
This is the point I'm making, though.
Fact.
The Celtics lost Jason Tatum.
They lost Jason Tatum, and nobody over there has ever played at an all-star level.
Are you going to sit there and just say to me that they just lost Jason Tatum like Drew Holiday ain't gone? Like Jason Tatum ain't gone. Like Al Horford ain't gone.
That's what I'm saying.
Like all of that. Like Porzingis ain't gone.
Boston have exceeded expectations, and the Cavs have underachieved, I guess.
That has nothing to do with Jaylen Brown and Donovan
Mitchell. To Archie's point earlier, what's that going to do with Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell?
Okay, so
like, if you're asking me, okay, who did I underestimate most in terms of Boston's success? It's the totality of this roster, and maybe even Mazzulla, because he's been unbelievable this year.
I think he's the coach of the year.
I didn't think Hugo Gonzalez was going to be this good. I didn't think Jordan Walsh was going to be this good. Derek White, knowing that he's great, he remains underrated because he's such an impactful guy, especially when it comes to like the winning stuff on the margins. Peyton Pritchard, you put the ball in his hands for the volume that he's had it. He's a dynamic offensive guard. Cade has been one of the better rim protectors in basketball. Like, I will own it. I didn't see this coming. And Jaylen Brown has been better than I expected. But you guys are trying to make it out like this is a Jaylen Brown thing. And it is a Boston Celtics thing.
It is a Jaylen Brown thing.
It's a Boston Celtics thing.
How did it be? But
it's a Donovan Mitchell thing for the Cavs?
No, because you're coming at the Cavs team success, and you're saying that's Mitchell's fault. And I'm saying, no, it's not. You can't do like the best player gets all the credit with the Celtics and the best player gets all the blame with the Cavs when that's just not the story of what's actually happened.
That's not the way that works.
It's usually typically not the story of what happens.
But it just so happens to be here.
All I'm saying is, and Mars, I know you hate when we do this. If the roles were flipped, I think Cleveland might be performing a little better with Jaylen Brown.
Why?
Because he's better.
Thank you.
Well, at the third,
I don't think Donovan Mitchell. I don't think Jaylen Brown's better.
I just hope they play each other in the playoffs. That's all I hope.
They at the third. Cleveland's in the third spot. No, the fourth spot right now. I think they're game out the third spot right now. Donovan Mitchell is having a career year, even better than what he did last year when he made first team All Pro.
Okay, well, that was Fugazi, but
he's at again. He made first team All-Pro that you said it was Fugazi. He's going to make up for that this year, and it's going to make up for what happened when he didn't make first team All-Pro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes. With that being said, Ron, without Strus in the lineup, without Strus in the lineup, losing Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter not playing that well. Don't forget, Evan Mobley's been out of the lineup for almost 2 weeks now, and they still rolling. Right, and it's still rolling, and that's largely due to Donovan Mitchell. His pull-up game has been awesome this year, even though he's always been one of the better pull-up jump shooters in the game. His pull-up game has been awesome. I think Donovan Mitchell has been really good this year in the gaps as a defender. On top of that, we don't give now, you in particular, don't give Donovan Mitchell nearly as much credit as a distributor and a playmaker. I think he's been great doing all of that stuff. So when we're talking about how good,
go right there too. Keep going. I want to talk about that.
So when we talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers, where I had them at before the season started. Swiper and I had a conversation about the talent is going to ultimately overcome. It's interesting that the talent hasn't really overcome in Cleveland, yet they're starting to get a lot better, and that's largely due to Donovan Mitchell. That's why I had him where I had him.
Chill. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. As a distributor and a playmaker,
sure,
and an undersized guard at that, why is he relying so much on his scoring to make this team better? Could he go another route and actually make his teammates better?
Well, he's trying to do that. That's why he's getting other guys involved. But at some point, when guys aren't making shots, then I have to take over the offense, which Donovan Mitchell does, which would explain why they rely on him as much as they do,
right.
Which would also explain why he's averaging almost 30 a game, because it's not like he's not getting guys involved. You know, it's not like he's not looking for guys. He's absolutely doing that.
I was going to say, he's just not a point guard.
He plays the two. He plays off the basketball.
I didn't call him a point guard. What Chill said that he's,
but he is one of their primary ball handlers, though.
And so I'm saying, as a NBA guard, as a professional basketball player, am I wrong to say, hey, maybe you could switch up your play style a little bit?
In comparison to Jaylen Brown.
And I'm not talking about Jaylen Brown. I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell right now.
Well,
this is all about.
Would you say that to Shea? Like, if you're such a great scorer, that your scoring value first leads to elite team offense. If it's working,
I would.
Like, it's working when he's on the court.
If it's working, yes, Carson. But I would say that to any basketball player. If that was a thing, if it was like, okay, you're scoring a bunch of points, but is that what's best for your team? Maybe, or could you help distribute a little bit more? Now, if
in Donovan Mitchell's case,
scoring is what's the most important for the team, keep putting the ball in the bucket.
Yeah.
But if it's like, hey, maybe if you did pick up your playmaking and distributing and got some other guys involved, put them in advantageous spots on the offense, would that help us win more games? I'm going to ask you to do that. And I'm not saying that's what it is for Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
I was just saying that to Chill's point about him being a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that while we're talking about it, I'm thinking about, okay, well, that's why they went and got James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Because I think James Harden opens up the games for Evan Mobley and Jared Allen a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harden is absolutely a better playmaker. He's going to be great for those bigs, those play finishers. But also, like, I think so much of this comes back to the idea that, like, the Cavs offense has been great when Donovan Mitchell is on the floor. Donovan Mitchell has been great individually, right? He's having the most efficient, the best volume scoring season of his career, one of the best in the league. I think so much of the nitpicking of his game, because there are things that you can nitpick with him, right? Sometimes he does get like too far into that score first mindset, but that's not the story of this season for the Cavs. Like, Donovan Mitchell has led them to be a great offense. Their offense has fallen apart without him. Yep. They've had some defensive issues this year that I really do not think he is a significant component at all, because when he's on the court without Darius Garland over the last 2 years, the Cavs are still an elite offense, and they're actually a very good defense, which they couldn't do when Garland was out there because he was such a liability. I just think he's been doing everything you could ask of him. I think he's been a top 10 player. And I think the Cavs have caught fire and are going to continue to catch fire. Like, the start of the year for them was unbelievably unlucky. We talked about all the injuries, but also, like, the number of dudes who could not hit the broad side of a barn. DeAndre Hunter becoming a 30% three-point shooter. Lonzo Ball being so bad he had to get cut. Like,
oh, wow.
None of that is Donovan Mitchell.
Wasn't expecting that either.
All right, well, fellas.
We don't need to talk about Lonzo, man.
Actually, we do.
No, we don't. We talk about top 10 play. We ain't going to talk about Lonzo.
Yo, fellas, right quick. The thing about it is we've talked about a lot of good players.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about these players is that we know they're going to put up numbers. And I'm so confident in some of these top 10 guys putting up numbers that I would put my money on it. And if I wanted to put my money on it, you know where I would go?
Where?
To Splash Sports.
Right.
Why would I go to Splash Sports? Because, well, this is where you can put your money where your mouth is. And this is where you can make big splashes in your bank account. And this ultimately is where you can pick players based on their player projections and make money off of those player projections. It doesn't get too much better than this, y'all. You see the QR code on the screen. You can scan that QR code on the screen or simply just click on the link in the bio. Chat. I know you guys know about that good old link in the bio.
Yeah.
Right, Mark? However, when you do that and you get to the Splash Sports app, you will get to the dash. When you get to the dashboard, they will have all type of players in all type of sports. Like right now, they have a PGA Tiers contest. I'm not really following the PGA, but I know you guys follow the PGA. I know there's some of you guys that like the NHL. I know it's a lot of guys like myself. You see me in this Fly Mariners jersey that like baseball, all type of stuff. WNBA. Today, NCAA obviously is the All-Star weekend, so there is no NBA games, but they have NCAA player projections on there too. You can do so much on this Splash Sports app. They have games like the Tiers games, Survivor contests, all type of stuff. So what you need to do is go make some money. Now, I know you're on your mom's couch right now, and I know things can be a little tough, but I promise you, the best way to get in the game and put your basketball or football or WNBA knowledge to the test is by downloading the Splash Sports app. You choose more or less on 2 to 6 players, and from there, you sit back and wait for the money to hit your bank account. It's simple, it's quick, it's easy, and it don't get no better than that because you are competing against other fans, not the house. Once again, download the app and join the winner's circle like Chill, like Carson, like Mars, not like Ox or Swiper, like Jordan, and that's really that. All right, let's get back into it, y'all. We did the top 10, or we're doing the top 10 right now. We got Jaylen Brown at 10. We got Donovan Mitchell at 9. Now let's get back into it. At number 8, we got a guy who for the second straight season is balling. His team is number 1 in the East. Cade Cunningham has made crazy leaps in just 2 years. As a matter of fact, I want to start with this. Before we get into praising or hating Cade, where was Cade legitimately at 2 years ago? So let's flash back to the 2024 All-Star game. Where was he at?
30 something.
Yeah, I think we had a couple disagreements on that Cade being that low at that time. If I could remember, because I was the one saying the guys y'all had better than Cade. I'm like, I know he was coming, but now he like Charles Barkley say, them young boys coming.
Hey Jordan, I don't know if they might be here.
Oh, they here for sure. Cade right now in the NBA. Where you say you on the list? 8. Who the hell put him 8? Hold on. 8. I didn't hear you say 8.
So Jaylen Brown 10, Donovan Mitchell 9.
Yep.
So where
Cade
did
8.
Yep.
Where you got him 8?
Where did I have Cade? I know he's
Cade Cunningham, obviously because Shea, Jokic, I think that's probably the only two that's really hurt. And Giannis. Cade Cunningham ain't
Wemby?
MVP. Cade Cunningham is a more of an MVP than Wemby this year.
Who's a better basketball player?
It's better.
Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
These are MVP rankings. He's best player.
No, I know it's not MVP rankings. I'm talking about this season. Cade's been a better player.
No, he hasn't.
Then Wemby?
No, he hasn't.
Yes. You know what? I think there's a.
How's that not an
I'm not
argument?
going to say that's not. I'm not going to say that's crazy.
I think that's crazy.
No, I'm not going to say that's crazy.
Why is that crazy? Cade got his backpack on over there in Detroit. Do he not?
No, he doesn't.
Not often. No.
Cade don't got his backpack. So
he do have a backpack.
Boy,
I believe
he's playing very well.
He's been playing solid defensively too, though.
No,
Yes, he's been playing great.
So he got his backpack on and he not been better than Wemby. I promise you, if you take Wemby off the Spurs, they don't fall off a cliff. Take Cade off. They fall to the bottom.
The Pistons have won the non-Cade minutes because that defense is still insane.
All the non-Cade minutes. I'm talking about the non-Cade games. The non-Cade games.
Look up their record in the non-Cade games. They're like 5-2 or something this year.
Just so you know, and Wemby with Wemby out the lineup, I think they 8-3, something like that, like 9-4 in San Antonio. Yeah,
both guys have
Wemby out the lineup. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but you didn't have anything to say when I brought up the non-Cade games that you were telling me to bring up.
Yeah, you said 5-2.
How many?
Yeah, 5-2. Let's go through the 5. Yeah, let's go through the 7 games.
Who they play?
Let's go through the 7 games. Who they play? It's gonna be the Brooklyn Nets. It's gonna be the Brooklyn Nets 3 times. It's gonna be Indiana twice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this type of shit. Orlando Magic.
They had a couple actually good ones. There were definitely a couple cupcakes in there. But my point is, like, I think a lot of times
isn't of the group, Cade Cunningham is the worst. Cade Cunningham's the worst scorer of the group.
What is okay? And
no, I'm asking. It's like pretty sure he's the worst scorer of the group.
Is he worse scorer than Jaylen Brown? Probably, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
He might be worse. Probably. Yeah, he might be worse than Jaylen.
But he's also one of the better playmakers and passers in the group.
No, I think he is for sure.
I think
they're 7 points better offensively with him on the floor at least.
Yeah, people really value the archetype of Wemby, which is like elite rim protection, and
Very good
that's
scorer.
always going to net well for a team as far as net rating and stuff like that. But conceptually with Cade, though, to me, the reason why he's so valuable is because of that archetype as far as like very high volume, heliocentric players and people that one-man offense. He's one of the rare ones that does positively contribute to the other end of the court. And I think
100%.
that archetype is very valuable, especially if you're going to be a plus, aka an SGA, right? Where we're looking at like a Jaylen Brunson, who, yes, can one man an offense, but him being a weak link on the defensive end of the court really kind of boggles down his value. So Cade being able
But he's so much better offensively, though.
And be a plus defender, that's really valuable.
It is. It's not Wemby valuable, though. Like, that's why I think Cade being top 10, that's good with me. I like him a little bit more than Brunson. But I also think, like, Brunson is clearly the better offensive player than Cade, right? I still think Cade, I would give the nod because I don't have to worry about how the hell do I put together an actual team defense when I'm trying to work around Jaylen Brunson, who I'm clearly lower on than the group because he's not in my top 10. And honestly, like, I wouldn't even really consider it. But Cade does also have legitimate offensive flaws, right? Like, he can take on this volume for sure, but because of his issues in terms of efficient finishing, because of his issues in terms of just the consistency of the three-point shot, right? When you're 57% in the restricted area, 33% from three, and even though he's cut down the turnovers, you're still up near 4 turnovers a game. Like, he can take on that massive volume, but that can get a little bit ugly in terms of like the actual offensive efficiency you're leading to. And I think we saw that in the Knicks series, right?
Yes.
Where, like, the three ball was brutal. The finishing was brutal. The turnovers were high. So he can get to the mid-range all day long. And like that stuff is beautiful. And he can create 9-10 assists for teammates. And that's really good. But I just don't think we should be like, Cade is a plus defender. And then he's also like a great offensive engine because I think he's a good offensive engine. But I think he is more flawed than
I would agree with you
like a
about
Donovan Mitchell or whatever.
I would agree with you on the flawed part. I think the offensive construction for the Detroit Pistons has a lot to do with that. And I know we talk about this, in tangents to where we talk about him being flawed compared to Jaylen Brunson or the other guys. But at the end of the day, you got what you got. And I think since you got a team like the Detroit Pistons in the way they structure, Cade got to do the best he can.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That part
he got to put enough pressure on the defense for them to even respect the Detroit Pistons. And I think 100%. That's why you start seeing his volume and the numbers be what they are, even the turnovers. So it's not so much that like we can harp on his flaws on the offensive end. I don't think that's necessarily like a big deal that we can harp on his flaws.
But he's not a very good pull-up three-point shooter, right? Like that's not a product of the space.
Jump shooter, period.
Well, the mid-range.
No, he's great
in the mid-range. Shooting 44% in mid-range.
But why does he have to be a great pull-up three-point shooter?
Well, because that's an efficient way to self-create offense. And when you pair that with the fact that he doesn't have the burst and he doesn't have the explosiveness around the basket to be a good rim finisher, like,
but he like 6'6", he like 6'6", 6'7",
and he's never efficient finishing at the rim. Every basketball player benefits from being efficient at the rim and being an efficient three-point shooter, especially a ball-dominant guard.
He's efficient in the mid-range. It's kind of the same thing, to be honest with you.
It's not the same thing because a shot at the rim is more valuable than a shot from the mid-range. So
now when you make it, it's the same thing.
If you make 65% of your shots at the rim, that's more efficient than making 45% of your shots in mid-range, right? Like if you're an efficient rim finisher, that's going to be high 60s. If you're an efficient mid-range shooter, that's going to be high 40s.
Sure, but volume. We know you're not going to get, unless you're just blowing by guys like all game long, you're not getting that many shots at the rim anyway. So the volume, like when y'all bring up percentages as far as 65%, and then you bring up the 45, Cade primarily plays in the mid-range. So it's not necessarily
primarily playing in the mid-range. Like, okay, let's compare him to like the best scoring guard in the NBA, obviously.
Sure.
Like Shea, who has the elite mid-range game, and then also is able to navigate the tightest of spaces, carve his way to the rim no matter what, and make about 70% of his shots there.
But
Cade doesn't get there as much, and when he gets there, he makes 57%.
Yes, but there's context in between why he's not getting there because Shea's team is totally spaced out more than
Shea is playing in more 5 out.
Yeah, so like that's context.
The gap help is crazy.
Oh, for sure.
They will literally go boxes and elbows. Fuck all those corner shooters. We don't give a fuck.
I mean, Shea's better than Cade. I mean,
I understand, but I'm saying like absolutely, Cade does not have good spacing.
He has some of the worst spacing.
He does have some of the worst spacing, but some of these issues that he has exist in a vacuum.
But
there are other guys who are able to overcome them in a way that.
But even if we're
also too though, one thing that we're talking
with his
about
spacing though,
Cade, and I think that's not where we need to start with Cade.
Playmaking.
We need to start with Cade's passing. Cade is legitimately a top 5 passer in the league. Probably higher than that. I'm just throwing out 5 just to be safe. I don't because I just want it to be known that he's one of the better passers in the league. Second in the league in assists. And when it comes to that pick and roll stuff, throwing those lobs, getting to the paint, finding those shooters that he has, Cade is a master at picking apart defenses. And for a 6'6", 7', 6'8" guy to get downhill like that, like, and in transition too. Like Cade is cold.
I think
it's everything. Cold. It's the transition. It's maneuvering through the defenses and stuff like that, getting downhill, and his ability to make big plays when it matters the most too. Like a lot of it, like, and I respect the numbers, I respect the percentage.
But y'all didn't feel like this way about Cade last year though. We had conversations
because he wasn't as good last year. He's better this year.
Cade was also good last year, but he wasn't. And Cade 2 years ago when he was having his career, I remember we had these exact conversation. And I remember you asked me about Jamal jumping from 38 to 9 or 10 or whatever from me. Cade, I was making the argument that he was around in the 20s at that point. And I remember the pushback that I was getting because he was losing. And that's when Penn made his
that's what we started talking about with him at Oklahoma State. That's what we talking about him and everything else. So this I'm saying, like, you understand what I'm saying. This is like a little bit of a like PC revisionist history on Cade.
24 Cade was so underrated because that team was like actually one of the worst in NBA history.
Right. Lost almost 30 straight games.
The level he was at after like All-Star break, second half of the year, like he already started to take the lead.
Right.
Even first half of the year, he was a damn good player.
So that's why hearing them say this now is interesting to me. But I mean,
I like Cade a lot.
I just think he's a significantly better player.
Well, Jordan doesn't believe that though. He doesn't believe that.
No, I do believe that. I'm not saying that. I like, obviously when we talk about Wemby as a whole, that's a lot of, I don't think people realize a lot of the Wemby praise comes from his potential to be what he's going to be.
No.
Yes, he has
he's Wemby, already among the very greatest defensive players to ever play this game. And he's
but how we talk about, but for y'all to say that Cade is not in that conversation, y'all have to be talking about Wemby in a thing of y'all seeing his potential. Because there's no way you about to tell me Cade not in the same conversation this year as Wemby. There's no way. Wemby's not having a historical season to where nobody can touch him.
I'm with you.
But what don't you like? But what don't you? Because I think the better question is sometimes with an accusation, it's a question. What don't you think Wemby is doing well this year?
I didn't say he wasn't doing nothing well. I'm saying y'all are talking as he's doing so many things historically. He's not.
But what do you feel like?
He's a great player, but he's not doing.
Jordan, what do you feel like is getting gassed about Wemby this year?
Everything about his game. Y'all talk. You know what's so funny? Y'all talk. Hold on, let me tell you. Y'all talk about Wemby like he having Shea season from last year. He's not touching that. That's how y'all talking about Wemby.
Who said that?
I don't do that.
But y'all, this is what y'all implying when y'all say that Cade can't be in the same conversation as Wemby. That's like talking about Cade and Shea last year. That's not the case with him and Wemby this year. That's not the case. He's right there with him.
What's that got to do with talking about Wemby this year? What do you feel like he's not doing? Basketball, not narrative.
Y'all be overrating Wemby.
No, but what is he not? But what is he not doing this year?
Y'all know the conversations that we have on this platform about Wembenyama.
He's not scoring 30.
Well, we can just say he's not scoring 30 a game.
He's not scoring 30 is a criticism.
I didn't say
he's scoring very well for a player at his age.
Stop doing that because
stop doing it.
You're trying to twist the argument.
You just said he's not scoring 30 as a criticism.
I never said it was a criticism. Swiper, do you not realize you asked the question, what is he not doing? And I answered it, and now you saying it's a criticism.
Now you answer,
nigga, that's not a good argument. Why do you keep doing that?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, like, why are you trying to do that? You literally asked me a question.
You said he's not scoring 30.
So I couldn't have
How many players are scoring 30 in the league?
That's not an answer
How
to your
many
question.
players are scoring 30 in the league right now?
There's not an answer to your question.
Two. Okay, so he's not scoring 30.
So it's not an answer to your question then. It's not an answer to your question.
We all got better because of that comment.
Wait, stop.
He's also playing 29 minutes a game because
but that's a him problem. That is a him problem.
Yes, that's a him problem.
That is a him problem.
It doesn't matter in terms of how good a basketball player is.
Oh no, absolutely. But of course, I want to give you the context about the Victor Wembanyama conversations on this channel.
Okay.
Big head, little head, right next to you, right? He says that Wemby is a top 5 offensive player in the sport.
I mean, that's
right?
crazy.
Okay, so wait. Time out.
Ron, can I tell you why I believe that?
But Ron,
no. Let me tell you why I believe this, and why I stand on this. Because you guys, when you think about offensive players, it's all only about dribbling, isoing, and putting the ball in the hole. Now, if we're just talking about top 5 scorers, I never said Wemby was a top 5 scorer. If we're talking about top 5 passes,
we're talking about offensive players.
I never
That's
said
it. We're talking about offensive
players. We're talking
about offensive players.
I'm talking about the impact.
Yeah. That's
Jokic, SJ, Luka,
Hold on,
SJ, Luka, Giannis.
right quick.
That's 5. All better.
Right quick.
Brunson's a better offensive player.
No,
Donovan
no,
Mitchell's a
Say
better
that again,
offensive
bro.
player.
Say right there. Keep going, Ron. Keep going, Ron. Keep going.
I said he's a top 5 impactful offensive
I just
player.
named 5.
No,
Which one
he
is
is
better?
not.
Which one is
You're
better?
lying.
Hold on. It's not all about scoring the basketball.
We know that.
I
Didn't
know
we
that
have
you guys
top
play
10
video
offensive
games
player
a lot,
conversation?
and all you see is a guy. It's all about the joystick and crossing
You the one
over
going
and all
off the
that.
video game because you like, oh,
This
he's
is what I'm
7'5" and he
This
can
is what
cross
I'm saying.
over. That's you.
The fact that we don't talk about offensive rebounds when we're talking about offensive players.
Now you want to talk about offensive rebound. When the last time you gave
That
Steven
boosts my
Adams a
case for
break?
number 1. I agree.
Well, hey, we don't talk about the verticality threat. We don't talk about the
Hey, Jordan. Now he know all these basketball terms now. Verticality.
Wembanyama is literally the best lob threat in the NBA.
Okay.
In my line.
And that nigga don't catch that many lobs in the game, though.
Hey,
hold on, Ron. He the best lob threat in the game, but don't catch that many lobs.
Hey, Morris.
Like, nigga, you're not DeAndre Jordan on the lobs. Like, what are we talking about?
Hey,
Like,
Morris,
that's
can
what
I
I'm
get the
saying.
numbers with who
Y'all
catches the most lobs in the
overtalking
league?
about Wemby.
Can I get the numbers with who catches the most lobs?
Whoever
Wemby
played.
not top 5 in that shit.
Actually, I'm pretty sure if we looked it up, Jackson Hayes probably caught more lobs this year than Wemby.
Hey, real talk.
You're
real
out of
talk.
your mind. Come on.
He played with Luka.
Wait. Watch this. I got a question for you.
What's up?
And this is real talk. Relevant. Do you think Wemby's a better offensive player this year than Austin Reeves?
Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You guys are only talking about scoring.
No, Ron, Wemby's biggest limitation as an offensive playmaker is his
half-court
passing
creation?
at this point. Like, it's when teams
Isolation
swarm him
scoring?
and send a bunch of doubles. You can speed him up. You can force him into turnovers. We've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. Absolutely. Like, his rolling gravity is insane. What he can do, like, just the panic he causes in a defense when he's like, hey, I'm 7'5" and I'm going to pull from 25 feet out. Like, the number of dudes who converge on him, like, totally, that stuff's all valuable. That doesn't make him a top 5 offensive player.
I mean, I still have more.
Hold on, though, Ron.
I only gave y'all like 3 different points.
Ron, there is no argument for Wemby being a top 5
Hold on, real quick,
offensive
because I
player,
think this is,
Ron.
again, good clarification.
Can go back to
Why
Cade.
do you feel
y'all need to go back to
Why
Cade.
do you think he's a better offensive player than like Ant this year, for instance?
You guys gassed this ant kid.
No, we don't.
You guys gassed this fucking
No,
ant
we
kid.
not.
Holy shit, y'all.
We
gassed.
gassing.
No, we are not.
Wemby.
Man.
Nigga, what are we
You guys
doing?
gassed this ant character. I'm telling
He's
you.
gassing Wemby's offense. I think the thing that is getting underrated about Wemby is the fact that he is like by so far the most transformative defensive player on the planet.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
agree. I agree
The
with that.
dude who has been most responsible for beating the best team in the NBA is Victor Wembanyama. He single-handedly has created a formula because of what he can do with a run over.
Hold on. Foxy did a couple things in them.
Foxy did a
Castle.
couple things.
Castle.
That was
Castle.
what they were able to do
And a lot of that is,
defensively,
and to Carson's point, a lot of that is based on Wemby's ability to protect the paint, Wemby's ability to protect the rim. So now I can be more of a defender when I'm on the wing. I can be more of a defender when I'm on the ball. Why? Because I got Wemby behind me, cleaning up my messes. How many times have I seen Wemby smack the ball up against the glass when this dude is clearly beat? That's against anybody else at the rim. That's a bucket.
I agree with y'all. Only thing I'm pushing back on is the way y'all are talking about Wemby is a little bit biased based on his
it's
potential.
definitely biased.
It's my favorite term. It's called biased optimism. That's what you guys are having.
Do this stuff, Jordan. None of it is optimism.
Here's
He's
my optimism.
doing it. We just seen the dude score 30.
But to say we can't
Oh,
put
Drew Timmy, bro, stop, bro. Look, hey, Ron. Let me. Oh my fault. Ron, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. When we ranked the top 10 scorers, did you have them ranked
in the top 10 scores?
Yeah.
You did not have him in the top 10. No, you
I
didn't.
can't remember my list. I honestly can't remember my list. I honestly can't remember my list.
So you did. Okay,
you did it.
Wemby wasn't even in the conversation with him.
Ron, I'm not asking for no explanations. We finna go through a little series of questions. I just need it's just yes or no answer.
Very direct question.
Number one. You didn't have him ranked in your top 10 of
How do you know?
scores.
You remember my list?
Number 2.
I didn't hear
Number 2. If we did a top 10 passers list, would he make that list?
No, he wouldn't.
Okay, number 3. If we did a top 10 playmaker list, would he make that list?
And you see what that
I just need
said, hold
you to
on.
answer
You
the
asked me the question, so
question.
let me answer it. How you gonna ask me a question and not
You're
like
right.
the
You're
answer I
right.
give you?
You're right. You're right.
What I'm saying is, that's where I literally started everything at. I said, you guys only want to look at the points in the passing. He does.
No,
so
you said
much more than
crossovers
that.
and stuff.
That's points and passing, basically. What I'm saying is you guys only want to look at that when we talk about offensive players, and we don't talk about, once again, the off-ball stuff. Wemby is probably the best off-ball player in the NBA. When it comes to catching lobs, which Steph doesn't do, and Wemby, what is his catch and shoot?
But he doesn't generate more.
What is his catch and shoot?
But he doesn't generate more open opportunity for his teammates than Steph does, though. Even with that,
Wemby has the potential.
You are yapping right now. You are completely yapping.
I don't know.
But he doesn't do that better than Jokic either, though.
How much Victor Wembanyama bends the defense?
Yes, he does.
And it's not just pick and rolls. It is the pick and pop too. Victor Wembanyama, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know the exact number. He's like 42% on catch and shoots. And he pick and pops all game long. So how do you rotate defenses when I have a 7'5" dude that's picking and popping? We have to rotate on it. 100%. We have to. Otherwise, he's gonna blow our heads off. But you have to rotate on it. And then what happens when he decides to not pop? He decides to roll. Two dudes have to converge into the paint. Otherwise, it's a dunk on.
Or you can just switch. And
you know what's funny? Even when you do that, I'm still dunking on your head.
Or you can switch and put a wing on him.
And then what does that happen? And then what happens with that?
He struggles scoring oversized.
Switching, putting a wing on him, and doubling has been the most effective.
If you put a 6'6" player on him,
how can Cade not touch him? That's what I'm trying to talk about. How is Cade not touching him?
Wemby is on the floor. The Spurs defense, statistically, and if you watch, is like damn near OKC level, which is one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And when he's
the Detroit
court,
offense
the defense is just okay. Like that level of a superpower just has more impact on the game than Cade. It's not an anti-Cade thing.
Okay. What's Cade? What's Cade? Like you gonna say his 9K minutes? Huh? That's what you gonna say?
No, I mean I think Cade is a super impactful offensive player, bro. I'm not trying to be anti-Cade. He's not as impactful as Victor.
I disagree because I think Cade Cunningham is more impactful to the Detroit Pistons than Wemby is to the Spurs this year.
I don't agree. I think what Wemby does, I mean, Ron's talking about his offense.
Carson.
He's a very good offensive player, obviously.
Carson.
He is one of the greatest defenders ever. He broke the best team in the NBA. He broke their offense.
Carson, I just wait. Yeah, we don't have to talk about the defense. But I do want to ask Carson.
Right. That's the biggest component.
You haven't brought up the Spurs record this year without Wemby.
No, Chill said it. He's right. They were like 9-4.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
I think they're like even overall this year in non-Wemby minutes.
Can't I say that
Wemby is
saying?
Like, I think the Spurs roster coming into the year, I underrated it. They got a lot of good basketball players.
Why would you underrate it? Why would you underrate it?
But I think that the Detroit
Pistons are better than the Bucks.
I didn't think Castle was going to be as better as he's been.
But I think that the Detroit Pistons, I think that they're the same in terms of like the Celtics, in terms of their style of play. Like Cade doesn't have to be awesome offensively for them to win. That's not what has to happen. He doesn't have to score 30. The reason why is the reason why is because this team is so good defensively. This team is so good.
Defense is insane.
Yo, I got breaking news.
What?
Chris Paul is officially retiring from basketball after 21 seasons in the NBA.
After being waived by the Raptors.
Nice.
Chris Paul is retiring, y'all.
Yes, sir. All right.
Salute to Chris Paul, man. Salute.
Man. Great career.
Wow.
Not exactly how we wanted him to go out. Not exactly. We would have liked. I would have. I'm not going to speak to all of you guys.
Behind the shed and just
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him go out with a team and actually. I would have liked to have seen that. I think that it was a little anticlimactic how he went out this year, especially being with the Clippers. You know, as bad as they were, and it's not a coincidence that when he gets off that Clipper team, they start rolling. That's not
okay. That ain't got nothing to do. The last thing we got to do is start a nasty narrative about a man that just retired. The man just retired.
That's the first thing.
But it wasn't
y'all
because
gotta stop all this kumbaya shit. That nigga get on niggas' nerves. He get on people's nerves. Y'all gotta stop this kumbaya shit. He get on niggas' nerves. They kick that little nigga to the curb. It is. You've been great. The game been good to you, and I'm a huge Chris Paul fan. The game been good to you. But nigga, you gotta go. You just running your mouth and talking
because he hasn't been playing. Let's be clear about one thing.
That nigga gotta go. Just
because you haven't been playing.
Hey, I would like to say, Chill, before we get to the criticism, because you about to start some nonsense. I'm just
look at his scary ass. We in LA. Chris gonna get me.
I just want to say, Chris Paul had 3 different peaks. There's Hornets, Clippers, and then he had the little OKC run. Really 4.
That wasn't a
then
peak
Rockets
though.
era, and then he had the Suns era. So we talked about this before. Chris Paul had 4 separate peaks.
That wasn't a peak in New Orleans.
Separate environments on 4 different teams.
Was that a peak in New Orleans?
So what?
Was that a peak in New Orleans?
Which were?
You mean OKC?
When he was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't think that was
like year 3.
That's why I don't think that was a peak, because like if you think about what he was with the Clippers as a
I don't think he had
playmaker.
a year better than that ever again.
Chill, that's one of the greatest point guards ever.
Okay, right, but even with that being said, like he ain't decipher defenses the way he did in 2012 and 2013.
He was an elite playmaker. He was so athletic.
He was awesome.
That's the
Great,
part.
he
was peak athleticism at that point.
Never had a combination of athleticism, shooting, and defense and playmaking as he did in that 1 year. Because remember that whole season
in 2000, it was in 2008, the year that Bryant won the league MVP.
Once he got to the Clippers, he was really lead. He wasn't the same athlete anymore. But then he started transitioning into like that snake style pick and roll.
Yes.
That pick and roll that was like, remember a lot of people don't remember CP3 when he was young was like an actual downhill monster. And he would dunk on you.
Yeah,
Not really. He had a couple times a game.
Fast. No, but he was so fast.
He wasn't dunking on niggas like that. Yo, niggas get in this kumbaya state of mind.
Jordan, do you not remember him running down the gut and throwing it on? Wait, stop right there. Wait. Hell no. We're not doing this.
I'm just saying, compared to like Suns Chris Paul, we think even probing, getting to the elbows all the time.
That nigga got a dunk every 2 games.
Even if he did get dunked every 2 games, he still was getting to the rim. And let's not act like he didn't punch it on the best rim protector in the game. And don't think that
somebody besides Steve
a small dude doing that to the best rim protector in the NBA, he creates an intimidation factor over everybody else when he's doing that.
Nobody was intimidated by. You niggas get on my nerves
Who
now.
said intimidated?
This nigga retired. Y'all got delusional.
Talk Drench.
Nigga, this nigga, he still just said he was intimidating at the rim. Nigga, every time he got to the rim, them niggas tried to smack that shit out of there.
Jordan, first off, you got the worst takes up here. You said Kawhi wasn't dominant and Wade wasn't dominant.
Nigga, you always trying to
say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Chris Paul was a phenomenal player. He was great attacking the rim with the New Orleans.
He wasn't great attacking the rim. He attacked the rim sometimes.
That's just not true.
Yes, he is.
That's not
Chris
true,
Paul was
Jordan.
great
Yes, he did.
In the in-between areas. That's what he was. Why are y'all trying to rewrite history?
He had a money mid-range game. 100%. He had a money mid-range game.
That's what Chris Paul was.
Let's not act like that's all he was doing in the early 2000s.
So Chris Paul was John Wall level attacking the rim?
I did not say that.
Nigga, let's go down the list. What level was he attacking the rim?
He was in the first and foremost. Why are we talking like the 3-point era?
No, I'm not letting you go. What level player was Chris Paul attacking the rim?
He was an elite. He was elite at attacking the rim.
In what company?
In what company?
Walmart, nigga. That's what he was, nigga. Walmart.
Stop right there. So where was he getting all the points from?
This nigga was not in Saxville. This nigga was in Payless.
So when he was averaging 20, when he was averaging 22 a game, are you saying that he was only doing it at the long ball line and at the mid range?
I mean, a lot of it.
What I'm saying is he wasn't doing that attacking the rim all game.
Yes, he was. And the reason why he was the most effective at that. Swiper, the reason why he was the most effective at that, for example, in New Orleans, the reason why he was the most effective at that, because he had a lob threat in Tyson Chandler. And with him having Tyson Chandler, the defense would collapse. Why? Because he was originally attacking the rim.
He had the same lob threat.
That's why.
So was he attacking the rim when he was in with the Clippers? Was he attacking the rim the same way? Because he had better lob threat.
Yes.
I just said actually that.
Jordan, I don't even understand what you're arguing.
I'm arguing. You niggas is gassing that shit. That's what I'm arguing.
We're not gassing him attacking the rim. He was one of the better
yet to give me what category of guards.
The claim was
what category of guards?
He wasn't Russell Westbrook. Okay.
What category
of guards? He wasn't Russell Westbrook good. He wasn't Russell Westbrook good.
Okay, let's go.
He wasn't John Wall good.
Okay.
He was just as good as Russell Westbrook. He was just as good as
No,
Russell
I'm trying to have a conversation with George. I'm trying to have a conversation with George. So to your point, George.
So we get off the mic.
He wasn't Russell Westbrook good at the rim.
Who else?
He wasn't John Wall good at the rim. I don't think he was Kyrie Irving good at the rim. I think he was Steph Curry good at the rim. I think he was that good at the rim. Yes, I think he was as good as he was good as Rondo at the rim.
Chill.
I do. I think he was good, if not better, than Rondo at the rim. We're talking about these league guards. I think he was just as good as Damian Lillard at the rim, if not better. And again, we're talking about these point guards that he was coming up with. I don't think he was Derrick Rose at the rim. I'm not gonna argue that point because those guys are better athletes.
But we don't never talk about guys like Rajon Rondo at the rim when we talk
Rondo's
about
finishing sucked. That's why.
Look at Oxford have a look.
And
They like rewriting history, bro. They like rewriting history. Y'all like rewriting history.
We're not rewriting
Rondo
history.
finishing something, but Chris Paul was a monster at the rim.
Bro,
I mean, Chris Paul was better than Rondo.
Okay, cool, but I'm saying we don't even talk about Rondo's rim. Ain't nothing.
Monster at the rim. Chris Paul's
He
first
said he was a
you know what?
threat at the rim.
Chill may have got a little excited for a second there, but
I didn't say that
Chris
he was.
Paul his first 3 or 4 years was objectively way more of a downhill guard than he was any
Yes,
other
he was.
point
That's a
after.
fact.
He was super athletic. He was a good
relative
rim
to him.
finisher.
That great. I
So
mean,
he was a
we can do that with
really
everybody.
great athlete. He was a great
Because he
athlete for a
wasn't-
point guard.
I agree. I'm not saying he wasn't a great athlete. All I'm saying is y'all spending time wasting. I mean, y'all wasting time.
You wasted the time.
Nigga,
You wasted
you
the
be
time.
quiet. I
It
know
was
you.
one
I know.
time.
I know
And
you
then you
won't.
started a soliloquy.
I know you
All
won't.
you got to do is hush and let that comment slide by. We would have been done.
No,
the CP3 segment would have been
That's
over.
your problem. You let bullshit walk. That's your problem.
Because
You a
he was a
bullshit
good
ass nigga. That's what
driver?
you is.
Because
You
he
be
was
on
a good
bullshit.
driver. That got you raised, made it.
No.
That's all it takes.
No, look, you see how you like to
Jordan, your beard
I
is
never
fake.
said that though. I never said that.
I just want to talk about Joe. I just want to
Yes,
talk
I
about
never
Chris.
said
I
that.
want to talk about Chris Paul as an
You
overall
an
point guard and what
immature.
he
That's fine. You an
contributed
immature.
to the
I
NBA.
literally
That's
made
all I
a
wanted to
salient
do.
point, and you want an
Fellas.
argument.
We're gonna circle back around to Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris
Please.
Paul. I didn't know that you were gonna stir up the debate like that today. We're gonna circle back around to Chris Paul though. We're gonna get back to this top 10 list.
Yep.
So as of right now, we have Jaylen Brown at 10.
We ain't really talk about Cade Cunningham. Actually, we got on
We
this.
talked about Cade. We talked a lot about Cade. But we got Jaylen Brown at 10. We got Donovan Mitchell at 9. Cade Cunningham at 8. And at 7,
Nigga, I don't care.
ladies and gentlemen, we have Anthony Edwards. Let's talk about Ant-Man.
Hey,
He
what
is
number?
7 on this list.
Number
At
seven.
number 7. Is this too low?
I think he was. I think that's.
Well, Mitchell been better than him this year, and I've come around on that last month. So
Have you now?
At one point I did Ant ahead.
Is that
but
right?
I moved Mitchell ahead of him this year.
I think as of late,
Wow.
Mitch probably has been a little better, but I still got. Ant was 5th on my list personally.
Yeah, I would take Ant. I mean,
Yeah,
Ant's
Ant was
having a
5th on my-
career season.
I don't know why you looking at me like that. I can't wait till we get through down to
Where's Kawhi?
down to the nitty gritty
Where's Kawhi
because
then?
I know you're going to be a hypocrite when it comes to the list. I know that's coming.
Where's Kawhi? then?
But, so where's Kawhi for me? Where I had
No,
Kawhi.
no. We ain't doing that, real talk. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I
No.
got the 5.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
Well, let's
I didn't get the 5.
let's stay right where we are.
Mhm.
So
I mean,
Anthony
he was
Edwards.
a couple of names that are clearly better than him.
I think 7's valid for Ant.
That's where I have him.
Yeah,
at. That's actually where I
I may
have
be
him.
a
I have
little
him at
high.
7.
It is what it
Yep.
is. I have him
I had
at
Anthony
5.
Edwards
We
at
got him at
7.
7. No
Um,
big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big gap.
I feel like the
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
It's 2 spots.
I feel like the mid range has improved this year with him. Is that fair? I
for sure.
feel like the mid range has
Yeah,
improved this year.
And mid-range improved, but his shot selection just got worse for some reason.
What do you mean his shot
Because
selection
he
got
made
worse?
all them threes last
That
year.
nigga just shoots some.
Now he thinks
Bro,
he's-
Ant played some bad ass, but over the last month for sure, that nigga been playing some bad ass
He
basketball.
been kind of
That nigga,
tripping.
bro,
He
that
has been
shit
kinda
just
tripping.
horrible. Like I appreciate that he's getting better in the mid range. I appreciate his jump shot is what it is, but you don't have to force that shit like that every time.
Mhm.
Like you forcing step back threes when we know how explosive you are. You can be getting
Well,
downhill.
Remember,
I do
Jordan, they
agree
do
with
have
that.
some lows offensively where they're not able to get buckets, and he is their better scorer. He is
But I would
he's their
argue-
best scorer.
I would argue when they have those lows, I would say a lot of it is his fault too, though. They settle for too many bullshit ass jump shots. Way
You
too
talking about
many.
Ant?
I'm talking, yeah, for sure. He's the leader, but the Timberwolves,
Well, Ant's
Specifically,
defense
they
has
take
not been good
bad
this year, too.
shots.
That's where I was going with it.
Mhm.
their
But
defense,
defense worse
but their
this year.
defense can't even be good too. Like I tell people this all the time: if your offense is shit, your defense is shit. Most of the time, when you take a badass shot, you're going the other
Leads
way
to-
with
yeah,
that.
it leads
It
to a
leads to
run
bad
out.
defense
Yeah.
a lot of times,
Mhm.
and they do that too many times in the game, especially when the game gets close. Like if it's a 7-point game, I don't need. What game was that? That came on like last weekend.
Against the Clippers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I watched Ant take 3 threes in a row. Julius Randle came down and took one, and then Rudy Gobert did some bullshit at the rim. 5 straight bad possessions. Now
they
you getting
do
your
do
ass
that.
blown
Well,
out.
Now, would that be because Ant? But would that be because of Ant's shot selection, or
He
that
took 3 bad shots in a
Okay,
row.
with him taking 3 bad shots, you think that everybody that just compounded everybody else, or it would just be because that's how the offense is. Like for example, I said this to you. You and me had this conversation where their offense can get stagnant. Well, I got Rudy Gobert on the left wing coming all the way to the other side of the floor, having to set a screen on Ant. Now we're at 9-8 seconds, and now we got to rush. As opposed to when the offense is flowing, if Julius Randle has the ball in the wing and he's moving it and the ball moves a little bit more with Minnesota, I feel like their offense is a lot more proficient.
Well, their offense has been good. It's their defense, though. Like, that's been the main issue.
Well, the reason why it's their defense because a lot of their guys on the wing. I think that's the biggest problem with them. They don't gain rebound as much as they should. They should not fall off a cliff the way that they do when Rudy is off the floor, considering what they have. And they do.
Their backup big situation defensively, like they've started playing Berenjay just because not Reed at the 5 defensively is a disaster.
Awful.
So that's really just, they rely on Gobert
Randle and Nas together.
Is awful. Absolutely awful.
I just think, and as y'all know, I was the one last year saying Ant was a top 5 player in the NBA. I was the one.
And I'm with you. Last year he was up there. He was
I kept saying that, and then
but he's better to me this year.
If you think that he's a top 5 player,
he got better.
Then you have to think. If you think that, how far last season was the gap between him and Donovan Mitchell?
What? Remember, it wasn't no gap. He was better.
So
whoa, chill. You be trying to sneak that bullshit in there. How far was the gap? It wasn't no gap. That nigga was better.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
If he's asking that too, I said Ant was better.
No, but he insinuated Donovan Mitchell had a lead on him.
But he doesn't believe.
Yeah, he do.
No, I'm saying last year we had these arguments. I told him I thought Ant was clearly better than Donovan Mitchell last year. So I'm saying the gap was always there for me. He thought he was better in part due to the seeding. He thought that Donovan Mitchell took a reduced sacrificial role for the sake of the team. Remember, I was having a Darius Garland prop last year.
Yes, you did.
The most important offensive
Mobley too
for them last year. And I said that Donovan, even without a reduced role, was inefficient relative to the other peers that you're putting him in the conversation with, as opposed to Ant, who improved across the board and was shooting 10 threes a game, 40% from 3 through March 1st.
Yeah.
This year, I think Ant had been worse than Donovan Mitchell. For several different reasons, in part because of the defense.
Do you still think he had better play? Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, but ask Chill what he meant by the gap. That's it.
So if somebody is better than somebody, there is either a
Name
gap.
The player though. Name the player that's better than somebody.
Let's see.
No. Out of Donovan Mitchell and Anthony Edwards.
Okay, so SGA, for example. Okay, let's stay with Ant. Let's stay with Ant and Donovan. Let's stay with Ant and Donovan Mitchell.
Name the player that's better first.
I think that Donovan Mitchell is better than Anthony Edwards.
To this year, just in general.
Period. I think he's a better. I think he's better than. Yeah, I think he's the best two guard in the game.
God bless.
I still stand on that. And the reason why I was asking you, Swipe, because if you think that Ant has been playing better this year, either has the gap closed, has he passed him?
I think Ant's having a on par season worse in some ways. Mitchell's having a much better year than he did last year.
Okay, so
fellas, quick.
Go ahead.
We'll get back to Donovan Mitchell. We'll get back to Ant. We'll also get to the top 5 here very soon. Anthony Edwards is only 7. We got 6 coming up next.
He's been awesome this season, by the way.
Yes, I can't wait to talk about 6. However, I do got to tell you guys about something because we're obviously live and in person right now, Chill.
Yeah.
We all look good. We fly. Images are good. Show running smooth. Great topics. However, we're going to be in Portland for a live show very soon. And here's the thing. It's not just your typical live show. We're in person. And you guys have opportunities to buy tickets to this live show. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to be at the Moda Center for one night in one arena, and you don't want to miss this. Your tickets will include you obviously watching the panel live, and you never know what guests we're going to have there. Just like you never know what guests just came on stage right now because I have this graphic on the screen. However, it's going to be us with guests, and we're going to have a meet and greet after the show, before the show, however that may go. Also, we're going to have an on-court experience. Now, it might be us running the 1s. It might be us running 5s. It might be us having a shooting competition. However, we are going to do an on-court experience. There's going to be an after party. Oh, and also, you'll get to watch the Blazers versus the Clippers, too. Speaking of which, I think Kawhi or Denny Avdia might be on this list here very soon. Hopefully it's Denny. We'll just have to see. But once again, you guys get your tickets right now because like I said, you don't want to miss this opportunity for one night, one arena, live in the Moda Center. You guys put this on your calendar, April 10th. It's going to be a hell of a time. Just like right now in LA for All-Star Weekend, y'all. Now, once again, it's almost like it's Christmas because this is the panel that just keeps giving. We got Chill up here. Big Ox was up here. Real Talk's up here. I got the nerds up here. Well, half of the nerds. Shout out to Logan, too. We miss you. Also, Swiper was up here. Mars was up here. But now we got another special guest. from the land down under, baby. Hey, the accents are in effect right now on the couch. Hey, we got a British accent, and now we got an Australian accent with us. Damien, what's going on, my man? Welcome to LA.
What's going on, man? Long flight. Just got off the flight, straight to the studio, man. You either love the game or you love the game, right?
Facts.
I told you. I feel like Kobe when he found out that they got Pau Gasol. We got him. Word.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yes,
Yo, we
sir.
rolling.
Hey, Damien, since you got into the studio, I know it's been a lot of stuff that's been thrown around so far in the panel. What has stuck as the most brilliant or craziest thing that you've heard since you've been in here?
Probably Jordan's pants. But from a basketball standpoint, this Wemby Cade stuff's interesting to me, man. I don't know if they're on the same level. I know where you are with Wemby, but I don't know if he's all the way there offensively yet, man. But that Wade Cade stuff, I have to think about that because that's been a new one that we haven't shot.
Do you think they're in the same tier?
Not defensively. I think offensively, Cade is slightly better than Wemby right now.
Yeah. But like as players, like
as players,
if you're tearing out all players,
I'm gonna have Wemby slightly ahead overall.
Okay, so he's like a tier above him. Okay.
That transcendent defense that Carson's talking about, that's what put over the edge for me, man.
Yeah. So, Damien, now we're going to jump back into this top 10 list, y'all. So, as of right now, our honorable mentions, guys that didn't make the list, was Scotty Barnes, Jamal Murray, Jalen Brunson, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it so far.
So, okay with it so far?
I'm okay with it so far.
All right. At 10, Jaylen Brown. At 9, Donovan Mitchell. At 8, Cade Cunningham. At 7, Anthony Edwards. We're going to pause there. Mars, Damien, everybody up here. 7 is cool with Anthony Edwards.
That's why I had him at.
I had him at 8.
I had him at 7. Yep.
I actually had him at 4.
That's why I had him.
I had him at
Might
5.
be the highest.
Yeah,
Might be the highest
I
for
actually
the
had him at 4, yeah. So I gave you 2 different lists. I got one for right now, one for overall. If we're talking about overall, I had him actually 4th this year.
Wow.
4.
I
think he's had a iffy month, but totality of the season.
So which of the big 4 do you have him better than? Because
it's Luka.
We're gonna see.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
is Luka in the big 4? Or is that Wemby?
We don't have to.
We're gonna get there.
I mean, Wemby's better than Luka.
Wemby is not better than
On the
Luka.
basketball game,
Wemby is not better than Luka.
he is.
Wemby's
We'll
not
get
better
there.
than
We're not
Luka.
there yet.
Yeah, we'll
there.
get
But
there. We'll
I
get
don't
there.
think
We'll get
Ant's
there.
decision making and playmaking is good enough for him to be top 5 yet.
He did just say that.
Hey.
Yes, he did just say
I'm
that.
telling you.
Oh yeah,
the
I
You know what?
hate, bro.
Carson, I don't know if I hate it.
I know you don't.
I
share-
know-
I know you're coming over.
Luka hate and
Nah.
Wemby glaze.
I don't hate it.
He's not there yet. He's not there yet.
I mean,
He's
the
not there
moment
yet.
that Luka put on a few LBs and the moment that Luka stopped getting past,
You can't
I
play.
think that-
You have to play. You have to play playoff basketball first.
Yes.
You have to play playoff basketball first.
Yes, you do. You 100%
That's
have
a
to do that.
fact.
You have to play playoff.
I just feel like when it comes to Ant, Ant is so polarizing, and the aesthetics with him, the athleticism, the finishing, that stuff just makes people, they're so attracted to him because of that, right?
Yep.
When I say attracted, I mean,
No, I got what you mentioned.
as a basketball player,
And as a
you know, he just attracts so much attention as a basketball, being able to play above the rim, being able to finish around the rim, his athleticism when he gets up off the jump shot. Aesthetically, it just looks so awesome.
Yeah.
However, when you look at Anthony Edwards, there are some holes. But because he's so polarizing as an athlete, we kind of look past that sort of stuff. And I get it. I 100% get it. I think he's the 7th best player.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a problem.
You mentioned 6?
Yes, I did. Yes, sir, I did.
That's rather high.
Yes, sir, I did.
That is
Mhm.
But D mentions your guy. I kind of expect that.
I
expect
did.
that from you.
Yes, sir, I did.
Did y'all know that Wemby is shooting 37% against top 10 defenses this year? Did y'all know
From
that?
the field?
On the field.
From the field.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, did y'all know that?
I honestly believe it. He has trouble against elite defenses offensively. I
He's
don't know.
still raw offensively, bro.
Yeah.
He's still raw
But
offensively.
But you know
better
what
than
he
Luka.
does?
Better than Luka,
You know
though.
what he
Yeah,
does?
better
Those
than Luka.
offenses, real talk.
What?
Real talk, you over there sitting there talking to us
okay.
about better than
They beat us
Luka.
under 3
You
times
was ready to
because
break
Wemby
up with
caused their
Luka
offense to melt down.
2 months ago. You was ready to put
And so
Luka
that's
out the
how you
house.
know I'm the most objective chick. Exactly.
We're not doing that.
Luka is better than Wemby.
What
bro.
the hell? You ready to put him out? You was done with him. You was
I can't.
finished with
Yeah, I'm
Luka.
Luka is
I'm a hypocrite.
I can't put Wemby over Luka yet without seeing him in the post.
no way, Mars.
Whoops.
No way, Mars. We got to stop with this. Hey, look, I love Wemby.
Yes.
Wemby is a fantastic player. He's the best defender in the world. We get that. Yada, yada, yada. Luka Doncic, what he just did in the month of January.
When he made threes?
Historic.
He did. The three ball started working again. Yes, it
that
did.
wasn't just
the three ball started working again.
Real talk, can you put it in the context though? Like, what actually did he do?
Luka Doncic in the month of January went, 34, 9, and 9, basically, on 64 true shooting, shot like 39% from three, 50% from the field, right? And so the passing and playmaking is already generational. Everybody knows that. I think he's the best pick and roll player of all time, me personally, right? So you have the pick and roll play. You have him,
John Stockton.
John Stockton.
Yeah, John Stockton for sure.
Let's not even go there. Stockton of John. Okay. So Luka Doncic was the best scorer in the world that month, mixed with being the best passer and playmaker in the world that month. So I don't really know, if there's been another player to combine all three of them this season outside of, Fat Boy.
Sound like Luka was the best player in the league. To be honest with
Denver,
you.
what is Luka?
That's what it sounds like.
Luka's slimmer than Jokic right now.
Sure does not play like it.
Yeah.
Luka is slimmer than Jokic right now. You heard me swipe. Don't get mad. Luka's slimmer.
We're doing Weight Watchers right now?
We are, yeah. As you know what I'm saying? Ugh.
I think it's
We
interesting too. Real I think it's interesting too. Real talk, because when I said, I think this was last year, and you talked about me being early more than these dudes talked about me being wrong. I still think we're probably, Real Talk thinks that next year. I still think we're 2, maybe 3 years tops away. I think Anthony Edwards is going to be the best guard in the league. Not the best 2 guard in the league. I think he's going to be the best guard in the league within the next 3 years.
Shame, man.
Yes, and y'all dudes told me a year ago that Luka's still around, and I think Luka is awesome. I'm not going to argue that point, and I think Shea has become the best scorer in the game this season. I believe that he's actually surpassed what I thought Luka was. But Anthony Edwards, in addition to the aesthetics, he's improved at almost everything that he's trying to get better at. Like he became a better playmaker. He became a better mid-range shooter. I want to see the defense get better because I was in the building when they played against the Heat. Yeah. He's chilling off the basketball. Yeah, when his man had the ball, he is hanging out.
I told you.
When I realized that Ant had a long way to go defensively was at the Olympics, when there was in the pre-Olympics when he started. And then he had to be taken out the lineup. And then Devin Booker became that guy at the Olympics. Yeah. That's when I knew he had a long way to go. But with these lists, it's very interchangeable to me, sort of month by month. But Chill, to your point, what does this list look like in like 12 months? When Wemby's going crazy, like there's going to be a time where Wemby is the undisputed best player in the world. It's just a matter of when that comes.
It
when
is
we
a
can
matter
accept
of time.
that.
I don't know if 12 months is fast enough, because here's my bold prediction. I think when we see Wembanyama in the playoffs, oh yeah, everybody gonna be coming off the Wemby train quickly after this playoff run.
I think that's just playoff how reactionary people are.
Or maybe everybody gets on board of the train.
Maybe
maybe the trains sell out because there's no more trains for you to get on.
When we see him
maybe
out
you gotta
there,
start buying rental cars.
Where he's shooting like Dirk from mid range, then yeah, sure.
When we see Wemby out there,
is that realistic?
The first round, he's gonna go crazy. The first round, he's gonna go crazy.
Like when they got to see, I don't know,
Luka in the playoffs getting relentlessly attacked on the defensive.
Oh, you mean one of the greatest playoff performers of all time?
I'm talking about the last 2 playoff series in which we've seen him. And just look at last year. Look at the player that Luka has been over the last 2 years, over his time.
Luka is better right now than he was in last year.
So is Wemby.
Better than he was last year, absolutely.
Okay.
But
so
I still think you've seen a lot of the same issues pop up throughout this year, like the crazy high turnover numbers. The 3-ball has gotten going for him, but still overall this year, like the shot making from beyond the arc has not been good enough to justify.
He's one of the greatest 2-point. But what about the 2-point scoring that's at it?
The touch stuff is unbelievable.
Mars, be quiet.
But to Ron's point,
I do still think it matters that his ability to get to the rim has diminished so much.
Okay.
I do think he's had the best whistle maybe in the NBA this year. There have been some guys with some
crazy
whistles. I don't know if that's going to hold up the physicality. Denny's is crazy.
Yeah.
Denny probably takes against, honestly, maybe even Austin Reeves. That Lakers guard whistle is unbelievable.
We get to the rim, we get body contact.
Well,
no,
Luka
you really
get to
don't.
the rim, and he's still
he does not.
11 times a game. But what I'm saying is, I have concerns about obviously him being a total defensive liability, and that gets increasingly highlighted in like playoff settings against good offenses. And then I worry about how he looks against elite switching defenses. I don't know how you cannot with what happened against the Timberwolves last year, what happens against the Celtics 2 years ago. Like, if you can try to force him to beat you on an island, take away his natural pick and roll playmaking reads, you can really diminish his passing value. He's averaged like 5-6 a game over those 2 series.
Okay.
And as a scorer, I don't think he's good enough in isolation at this point with his physical limitations.
Okay.
He's so reliant on the outside shooting. It's not consistent enough.
And Carson,
I don't have no playoff concerns about Wemby. I worry a little bit about what his offense is going to look like against really good defenses. But I know what my concerns for Luka are too.
Hold on,
because we gotta.
Okay.
We can't get in Wemby hate.
I can't.
But I can't get in Luka Glaze
right now.
You know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Real talk. You don't get this opportunity to be a fan of Luka because how you started the season. Okay, so you have
being
to
objective.
Talk. But hold on. Real talk. The thing about it,
you were speaking facts.
We're gonna get to Luka and Wemby because they are not on the list yet.
Right.
So I don't want to overstep what we have going on.
Okay.
However, this is what I do want to do. Chat, you guys are watching this video. We're live. And you like the video because you're watching the video, which implies that you're liking what you're watching. If you have yet to hit that like button, what are you doing? Slap that like button, keep going in the comments, become a member, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. But enough of you guys liking the video and doing all that YouTube-y stuff. What you guys need to do is lock in because once again, the show just continues to get better and better and better. Chat, I got a very special person with us. Very special. Y'all like that button. Go crazy in the comments. Hey, I need you guys to turn up in the comment section because we got Trysta in the house with us. All-Star with LA. How you doing?
What's good? Is this the white spot?
Considering what month it is, considering what month it is and where we at right now, yeah.
I was like, oh, I see what's happening. We just changed one vanilla out for another one.
Nah, you see, this is where we put all our stars. You're centered, so you're like front and center. You know,
it's the star spot.
Exactly.
Pacific Northwest, stand up.
Yeah, Seattle is in the building. You know,
Portland's in the building. I heard you guys are coming through.
Yeah, we are coming through. You gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there. It's happening.
You're gonna be.
I'm coming.
Hey, man, if you guys aren't there, I don't know what you're going to be doing April 10th. I really don't know if you're not locked in to pull up to the Motor Center. Hey, is that the best arena in the NBA?
Call it the Rose Garden.
That is really.
It's always been the Rose Garden for me. It's always been the Rose Garden. It'll always be the Rose Garden for me.
But chill, though. You know it's not the best arena in the NBA.
No, it's not. Golden One's the best arena in the NBA.
Say it one more time.
Golden One is the best. I would have said this even if you weren't.
Oh my God! Chill, they planned this.
This is choreographed right here. Yes, it is. Yeah, absolutely. This is scripted. Get that out
Okay, what's the best one? You're gonna give me MSG because it's the Mecca. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. We're just living off of nostalgia now.
Or TD Garden.
Huh?
Or TD Garden.
Or TD Garden?
Yes.
TD Garden goes,
Like that, just getting in and out of TD Garden makes it go down a level.
Mm-hmm. The Madhouse on Madison is pretty crazy too in Chicago. Yes, sir.
Since Arco Arena is gone, Golden One is the best.
No, Golden One is the future of how a stadium should be built.
But it's also the past of how the team is built too.
Well, okay, we're not talking about how bad the Sacramento Kings are. We're talking about just the arena.
Because that's the reason.
But we're not.
Why is it so good?
Why
is it so good?
Technological improvement.
No, well, it is.
You know, we're going to watch a team that is going to disappoint us.
Whoa,
chill. But technically, advanced would be the Intuit.
It's 100% solar powered. They got that whole line, that whole wall right there, and you know about this. When you can buy tickets, but you can come and stand up. They got the high tables there. It's all the way open because the worst thing about it when you go to the snack bar at certain games is you can't see the game anymore.
Right. This is tell them.
At Golden One, you don't have that problem.
No, it's literally like a Coliseum.
They bid off for Golden One.
Who did?
Intuit.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, wouldn't that be like you taking something and evolving it and making it better?
Right. You had a good idea. I had a better idea. How about
We
that?
can't say that, if we're going to give a hard time to the Sacramento Kings, we can't give a hard time to the LA Clippers, who also constantly disappoint us as well.
Very true. Very true.
And also the Knicks were bad for a very long time, and MSG was still considered the best arena in all of sports. So if it's all about the connection of how good the basketball team is to the arena, then that just doesn't hold water to me at all.
Yes, it does, because the Knicks, as bad as they were, they still were in the top 10 in the league in attendance. Nobody was coming to see Sacramento as bad as they were.
So is the Chicago Bulls, and they're garbage.
But they were sold out every night. That's the difference.
They are. They are.
Best Sacramento, even though you still built me a nice house.
Where is the Kings fans in terms of attendance right now? Do we know?
Definitely top 5.
Yeah, it's
Trista.
They capped it out.
We're Sacramento, right? Obviously, you've been to the Golden Wings.
We're the best fans in basketball.
We're top 5 because there's nothing to do in Sacramento.
Okay, see, all we're doing is changing the goalposts every time. Oh, nobody comes to the games. Oh, actually, it's top 5 in attendance, but there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I feel like Sacramento's getting slandered right now.
You know who's definitely not top 5 in attendance?
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, right.
We are going. Hey, we'll see in 2000. We'll see in 2029.
He gonna end the stream again.
We'll see in 2029.
He gonna rage quit again, just like the other day.
Hey, I know we top 5 in baseball. I know that. However, y'all, speaking of the Clippers, let's go ahead and bring it back. Trista, we are doing the top 10 NBA players currently right now.
Okay.
Would you like me to catch you up on the list?
Catch me up on the list. I haven't prepared a single bit because this is just like really just catching me off guard. I'm just happy to
that make it even better. The fact that it's off the top.
It's off the top.
Now we get an organic reaction.
All right.
So guys that didn't even make the top 10: Steph Curry, KD, Jaylen Brunson.
Damn, no Steph Curry.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, huh?
I feel like he's kind of got to be on the top 10. Even though he's injured, I feel like he's still one of them ones.
He definitely one of them ones.
Game 7, clutch situation. You give him the ball, you know something good is going to happen pretty much all the time. I think for me, a top 10 is like in the biggest moments, do they strike fear in you? And if on both sides of the ball, you could say Steph Curry is like a medium defender, at least is like not a negative defender anymore. But offensively, Steph strikes so much fear. And I know that I kind of overheard some other players that don't really strike fear in me in postseason.
Like Donovan Mitchell?
That's Donovan Mitchell. That's exactly Donovan Mitchell. The fact that I didn't even need to say it was Donovan Mitchell and you knew it was Donovan Mitchell says a lot.
We've seen eye to eye with this whole Donovan Mitchell thing. Some people, not everybody up here.
Y'all not seeing Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs?
Yeah, shot tracking.
She said Steph Curry, though.
Mm-hmm.
I said Steph Curry.
Steph's on a different.
Yeah,
Steph's
okay, but he's not top 10.
Steph's in a different world, man.
I think Kevin Durant also strikes fear. I'm really confused on how Steph didn't make this list. I had him on mine. I had Jaylen Brunson too, but I can understand Jaylen Brunson not being on here. But I can't wrap my head around Steph not being on this list.
Who made
how many games has he played?
It's a cumulative list. Everybody voted. We put it together. And then this is the list.
Do you want me to tell you who really is the reason why he didn't get on the list?
Yes.
There's a Steph Curry hater here.
Oh, who is it?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a Chilltown by his toe.
What? I did not have him on the list. No, I didn't. No.
Why?
I did not have him on the list because I thought that Jaylen Brown, the guys that I had on the list, I just thought they were better this year. Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown. Yes, Ox. Leonard. I had Leonard on my top 10.
I know everybody better had Kawhi on that list.
He's going crazy.
I
Statistically, Kawhi is doing things that he's never done in his entire career, but because he didn't plant some saplings when he was supposed to, he's just not on the list.
Bunch of crybabies. Look, Trysta, don't tell.
Hey, can we get it? Can we get a widescreen? Can we get a widescreen? We have trees in here. Sponsored by Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi, we got your trees, okay? Hey, we got them.
Don't tell nobody, but this is where I got Kawhi on my list.
Hey, well, you know what's funny? We're getting back to the list.
Yep.
Yeah.
At number 10, we have Jaylen Brown. At number 9, we have Donovan Mitchell. At 8, Cade Cunningham. At 7, Anthony Edwards. And at 6, would you believe it if I told you it's Mr. Leonard?
Yeah.
Would you guys believe it if I told you Kawhi Leonard is the 6th best player in the NBA in 2026?
No, I wouldn't believe you.
No.
He better be higher than that.
Whoops. Yeah, I had him at 6. Oh, I'll tell you. Yeah.
Damn.
I had him at 10.
I thought 6 was fair.
I had him at 10.
I thought 6 was fair.
Because of the injury risk.
Yes.
Because at any time,
not injury risk, no.
Injury history.
Not just the injury history. I just thought that I thought Jaylen Brown was better than him this year.
There's just no.
Jalen Brunson's better than him.
Who's number 6, man? Who's number 6?
Kawhi Leonard.
Show me the list.
Mm-hmm.
Show him the list, he said.
You see that?
He's not
you
happy.
see that?
Man, your font is like on 7.
He's not happy about this.
Ridiculous,
It
bro.
didn't count Ox's vote. That's why.
He was on my list for this year. Overall,
Ox is the reason why he's at 6.
So if you take out Ox's vote,
If you take out his vote, is he below the top 10? Or is he at 10?
He would probably be, and I'm just off the top of my head because I can't put everybody's. I don't have my ChatGPT filter turned on right now. However, he would probably be like 8.
Damn. Doing some carrying Ox.
Yo, JD, I need a sub, bro. I'm about to lose my cool, bro.
What's wrong with Kawhi at 6?
Hey, real talk, you
think he's been the top? You think he's been the top 5 player this year?
I got him at number 1.
So you think he's been the best player?
I got
in the
him
league?
number 1.
Can you substantiate why he's been the best player in the league from opening night until February the 13th?
I think he's closer to 1 than 10. To be
thank you.
Look,
chill. Yeah. Even before he got hurt, he was having a decent season.
I'm taking the hurt. He was only hurt for like 4 games.
No, he missed 10.
Yeah, I know.
Before that, he was already averaging 20, 24.
Yeah,
doing his thing, having solid defense.
Yeah,
steals and everything.
Yeah.
He dropped out, and when he came back, since the day Kawhi Leonard came back from that injury, he has been the best basketball player in the NBA. He's still leading the league in steals.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
He's scoring. He's unstoppable. Nobody can guard him. There's only one person.
Yeah.
Only one person who has been able to stop Kawhi Leonard and outplay Kawhi Leonard. Only one person. And
that?
Most of you bums ain't even want to put him on the list. You ain't put him on the list. Y'all ain't put him on the list. Jaylen Brown is the only person that has been able to.
There's people who didn't put Jaylen Brown in their top 10.
Yeah, who did that?
Yes, there is.
I'll say that. I apologize. I don't think he's top 10.
So there's only been one person able to. Everybody that you put in front of Kawhi Leonard since the day he came back, he has put them over his knee and spanked them.
But he ain't seen no case.
And against the Rockets recently.
Yeah, he just gamed Houston last night, right?
He was crazy, bro.
19. But what about that first game against the Rockets?
Oh yeah.
Oh, when he had 4.
He put 40 on him, and then he went for 24 the next night.
And then
he's giving a.
He had the game winner too. He had the game winner as well.
He broke his left foot off in the mid, and then went and broke the right foot off in the sword. And y'all got Kawhi Leonard at number 6. This is just nothing but pure hatred. Y'all just can't get over the fact that he got hurt before.
I think that's right.
Do you think it's that?
I 100% believe that. I believe that people have a mental block when it comes to Kawhi Leonard. No matter what he does, they cannot get over the fact that he tore his ACL in the playoffs against Denver. Or my bad, against Utah. They can't get over that. They can't get over the fact that he was
that he wouldn't go with the team to Phoenix. He just wouldn't travel.
Do you think that Embiid suffers from that too?
A little bit, but not as much as Kawhi. They can't get over the fact that in 23 he was killing Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and was about to win that series, and he couldn't finish the series. They can't get over these certain things because my man got degenerative knees and y'all can't get over it.
They don't look degenerative no more. I don't know where he went, who came to see him.
He went to the same doctor Embiid went to, and now they both hooping.
Hey man,
him being in the top 2 in the world. So
sure,
you got him at 10. How does this possible?
I do have him at 10. So if he's been the best player in the league. If he's been the best player in the league, should we be looking at a deep playoff run this year?
That's what we're talking about, Chill.
Hell yeah, we talking about that. You know why? Because the standard that we hold the best player in the league to.
Chill, where you got Giannis?
You're not doing that with me.
Where you got Giannis?
4.
Whoops.
That's what I have him at. Milwaukee to make a deep run?
To be honest with you, I actually before Giannis got hurt,
you came on the pod in week 2 of the NBA season. You said this is the best roster to surround Giannis. Do we still feel like that?
No more.
I'm about to lose my mind.
Not no more. No.
I can't breathe. Real talk. I can't
breathe.
To be fair, they were good at the start of the season.
They were good to start the season. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. They were good to start.
He has won a championship with a roster that was significantly better than this.
100%. And with the roster that he had to start the season, and the way that they was playing, the way Ryan Rollins was playing, the way they didn't even have KCP to start the season. But
they don't have KCP right now.
KPJ.
KPJ.
Yeah, KPJ. That's what I'm talking about.
You got Luka over Kawhi right now?
They ain't have KPJ. Yes, I do. Yes, they ain't have KPJ to start the season. But the way Ryan Rollins,
even Cole Anthony started well.
I had y'all dudes talking to me about Ryan Rollins being most improved. There was a time during the season where that was going on, where he was in the MIP conversation. In addition to him
That's
being
not valid. Denny's the most improved.
Well, he was in the conversation, not necessarily, but
okay.
the way that roster was constructed, where you had one awesome player and you had a bunch of other guys, complementary pieces, and the way that they playing around that one player, and it was working early. It was working, and then Giannis went out of the lineup. And what happened when Giannis went out of the lineup? The whole thing went to shit.
What happened when Kawhi went out the lineup?
Yeah, they were like 2-8.
Are you seriously talking about when Kawhi went out the lineup?
Wrong. They were.
Okay, that is fair. But do we remember what happened on opening night when Utah beat them by 40 with Kawhi Leonard in the lineup? Do we remember that? We can't leave that part out. That's very important to mention that.
We got him. We got him. He can no longer deny the Kawhi Leonard hate. He can't deny it anymore. Chill is 100% certified a Kawhi Leonard hater, and I don't ever want to hear anything against it ever again.
Chill just starts hating once they turn 33.
Again. I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
That's kind of messed up.
Because I don't think he's the best. I hate Kawhi Leonard because I don't think he's the best player in the world. What the hell is going on? Am I in the Matrix right now?
No, because all the reasons you're giving, Chill, are going against your actual logic. You're talking about Giannis and how the team does bad when he's not on the court, and the Clippers go down the shitter when Kawhi Leonard is not in the game.
Yeah, but number 1's too far.
Number 10 is too far.
Number 1.
I'll be fine with 3.
He's not
I'll
10.
be fine with 3.
He's not 10 and he's not 1.
I'll be fine with
you know what's hard? No. Do you know what's hard though?
Yeah.
This was my problem. There's a difference between being the best right now and being the best overall. And that's why, Ron, why I told you it was hard to put together these lists. Because when certain guys are healthy,
I have no problem.
He's been the best for 2 months. He's been the best for 2 months.
2 months. I have no problem. If I don't like a player and I hate a player, I got no problem saying I do not like this dude. Kawhi Leonard is the archetype of player that I love. But the fact that you overrate him, like you honestly think that he's the best player in the world. He is not that good. He ain't better than Giannis. He has not impacted the game like SGA. He ain't a better bucket getter than SGA. He ain't a better mid-range. He's not better in the mid-range than SGA has been this season.
I don't know about that.
When he played for Toronto, where was he in the world?
Number 2. He was never in the game.
So do you think that he could be that now?
No.
Because he's playing just as good a basketball right now.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Trysta, because if you think about how much slower the game is for him today, and I think offensively, the game with the game slowing down, I think that he's scoring easier because he's processing the game a lot better. But the athleticism isn't what it used to be. If that athleticism was there, what it was 2019, I'll so be on the same page with you.
Just because he's not jumping out the gym, because that's a huge part about it. He's shooting over double teams. He don't got to jump out the gym. He's shooting over double teams.
Shooting over double teams.
Pump faking, going under, showing his skill set.
Right.
He's like
and a lot of that stuff.
He's doing everything.
Kawhi's better than Toronto Kawhi.
He's emptying the clip this year.
He's so strong.
But that's
he's so strong. He's bumping guys, getting them off him, finishing.
I've never argued.
He's catching lobs under there, missing it, holding defenders off, going right back
because
up.
He's super strong. He was super strong 8 years ago. He was super strong 5 years ago. And I never questioned Kawhi Leonard's game. Never questioned how good Kawhi Leonard was as a mid-range jump shooter. Never questioned how good Kawhi Leonard was.
Well, he's healthy, so what are you questioning?
Okay,
he's healthy.
The reason why I'm questioning it is because the athleticism isn't what it used to be.
He doesn't need it.
Neither is a defense.
Durability?
Yes.
Okay, so to you, it's a question of, can we say that this list will sustain through the whole season because the athleticism is not there, so you're worried about this level of play dropping off?
Yes, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold up for the whole season.
To me, he's not the same.
To be able to say that you're the best player in the world, you can't be the best player in the world for a month and that be validated. Like, you can be playing at that level. You actually think he's a better basketball player than all of these dudes.
What has Giannis done this month?
Okay, Giannis hasn't done anything this month, but Giannis hasn't done anything this month.
What did he do the month before that?
Okay, what did Kawhi Leonard was out for almost a month and he didn't do anything.
He was out for 10 games.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We're at a point. If you're gonna start questioning Kawhi's,
I think we should question Giannis'
availability the past 2-3 years, playoffs and all of that included.
Calf, Achilles, calf.
That stuff's
but he's been playing. But even with his availability being in question, I don't think that it has been in question as much as Kawhi Leonard's availability has been in question. And on top of that, his game is predicated on what? Flight and athleticism, which has not waned. He's still running fast and jumping high.
He's not running as fast.
He might not be running as fast and jumping as high, but he's still running fast, jumping high. With that 30, 10, and 6.
When is the last time you seen Giannis run fast and jump high?
The last time he was on the floor.
When was that?
Like like two, maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Okay, what was the time before that? He been hurt all year. Get Giannis off your list.
Actually,
That's actually
wait.
He's not on my list.
He won a championship with a hyper-extended knee.
He's not on my list.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Because what we're talking about now, we're not talking about 2019.
But Giannis actually wasn't on your list.
He's not on the top 10.
He's not on my list. He's not on my list.
He's on my list for sure.
So Giannis ain't the top 10. Giannis ain't the top 10 player.
He's got to be on
He's
your
not
list.
on Ox's list.
No, Giannis is
not on
the
my
top,
list.
no, Giannis ain't the top 10
I still don't believe it.
because he hasn't been available. But me, when I question when Kawhi Leonard isn't available, I'm a hater. But that's fine, you know.
Well, you guys are saying the same thing to one another.
Right.
Like,
yeah. which is kind of weird. So with that being said, I love Kawhi Leonard's game. I am not a Kawhi Leonard hater. Kawhi Leonard's availability has always been in question to me. He could play awesome for 2 months, and then it can go the other way, which is always drove me nuts because I care about consistency when we're talking about the best players in the league. Like, how much can you do? How long can you do this? How often can you do this? And the question with Kawhi Leonard is, and the answer with Kawhi Leonard is, he hasn't been able to do it and sustain it because it has to move into the postseason.
But he is sustaining it.
Okay, he's sustaining it.
We can't. I don't believe
that haven't happened.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe we were supposed to make this list and say, well, I think in the playoffs this is going to happen, so I'm not going to put you where you're supposed to be because in my mind, come the end of May, you might not be playing. I don't think that's.
Yeah, but we had this conversation once earlier this season where I think it was Real Talk asked the question, or Mars, might have been you. How come Embiid, even though when he's healthy, he's clearly a top 10 player, but in the overall standings, he slowly moves back? And it's because, Chill, to your point, consistency matters. The best players in the world don't just do it every other day. They do it every night. So when Kawhi Leonard can't be there every night, it's hard for us to put him there in the top 10 firmly. That's the only problem with it. It's always in the back of your mind. It's always in the back of your mind. Is he going to be there?
Giannis has been out for as long as I can remember. Like Luka been missing time.
SGA is out right now.
Everyone's been hurt.
Nine different superstars at risk of missing all NBA.
No,
and then we're gonna be like,
I think it's
Kawhi.
I think it's the injury
Kawhi played more games than Jokic,
I think it's
right?
the injury history though.
This season he has.
It's the injury
We're talking about this season for this list. He's played more games than Jokic. He's played more games than Giannis.
30 games yet.
Right. Right.
I think the fear is always that Kawhi is going to miss time. You're just always worried that the shoe is going to drop.
Bank on that.
Especially considering like the way that the Clippers handle him. It's like, oh, Kawhi Leonard is day to day. Kawhi Leonard has had a season-ending injury on his knee and like will miss the rest of the season. Right. Like that's kind of how it's always been. It's like, oh, Kawhi's playing great. And then he misses a game or two, and then like we don't really know what's going on. And so I think that's in our mind at all times that Kawhi Leonard is one tweak away from missing the rest of the season, off season, and then being a little bit shaky for the beginning of next season.
We just had that. Wasn't he sent home? He's back in the lineup, but it wasn't too long ago that he was sent home to evaluate his knee. Mm-hmm. That shit terrified me. I was like, here we go again. Yep. Here we go again. I'm thinking he's going to be out.
I don't think we can judge players based on foreshadowing what may happen. Like, I don't.
Why though, Mars? Especially if it's evidence. Like,
who's the best now? If we who's the best now, it's like, yeah, he's great right now, but 3 months from now, if he gets hurt, he's actually not that good.
Or tomorrow.
Like, cool.
Or tomorrow.
Cool, I get it. I understand it's a risk. Like, no one's saying we're building a franchise around Kawhi. Now, I don't know what else to say, but everyone else, none of us are saying we'll build a franchise around Kawhi because we understand that there's a risk that comes with that. But if we're talking about just who's the best players, I feel like we have to just understand that we're talking about what's going on, not what may happen in the future. We're talking about what's going on right now.
And what's
going on right now is Kawhi playing like
Kawhi Leonard is playing awesome.
Can I ask you, like, let's say you go to a new restaurant, a new steakhouse or something, right? And they're like, hey, Mars, got this new cut of Wagyu. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. Are you going to be like, you know what? I think I'll like this right now, but I might not like this next month, so I'm not going to eat it?
Nah, I think that's true.
Well, if I go to, here's the thing though. Let's take your analogy. I go to a restaurant and I'm like, damn, that Wagyu was popping. I come back next week and it's like, ooh, I don't know, man. Like the way that this was cooked, and I feel like this was like some Kroger meat. I don't know. And it's like, well, shout out Kroger. No shade to Kroger. But like you start to think like, well, I don't know what I'm going to get from this restaurant. Like the top end is really, really high, but I know that the consistency is not there versus a really, really good restaurant like Katsuya in LA. Shout out to Katsuya. You know that crispy tuna rice is going to hit the same.
This is the same restaurant.
This is the same. What if that restaurant's been the best restaurant for the last 3 months?
This is the same restaurant that had to close multiple years because of food poisoning.
No, but this is the problem.
Closed, shut down.
What it was.
But the thing that
then they reopened.
The thing that we don't
food
realize
poisoning again. nobody can't come around. But go ahead, Damian. I'm
But
sorry.
the thing that we don't realize that we do is we actually bake assumptions into everything.
Yes.
It's one of the reasons why, Chill, when James Harden goes to Cleveland, you're still not convinced.
No.
Because we can only base our opinions on the evidence that we have. And the evidence is when it gets to the postseason, even though Kawhi Leonard looks great against the Phoenix Suns, ultimately he couldn't finish the series. You know what I'm saying?
Physically,
we have
he couldn't do
too
it.
much evidence
He just finished this
for us to say Kawhi Leonard might be there at the end. That's the only problem with it. He can be the best right now. He can be having the best 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. But for someone to put him in their top 10, they need to know that he can do it when it matters.
And he
most.
did.
You got him in the
Mark.
top 10, right then?
He just finished the last
Right
series
now,
he
yeah.
played.
Yes, he did.
History.
And think about where we are with that, Mars. We're talking about a top 10 player, and we're praising him finishing a series.
Giannis ain't do it.
Right. Giannis 100% did it last year when they played against Indiana.
And then the year before, what happens?
Okay, he got hurt. No doubt about that. But he got busy, though. No, it's not the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And it's not the same thing.
Yo, fellas, chill. I'm about
Oh,
to
my
step in
goodness.
before this boils over and goes crazy. And I just lost my internet. You see what you guys did? You guys just blew the internet out. And that's why I had to stop that because you're about to blow the whole studio up.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and move on
Yes, sir.
to number 5.
Okay, yeah, let's because this
You got the
could
list
go
up
on
here, then.
forever.
Mhm.
You got the list
He
up here.
memorized the list.
Yeah.
It's really just Ron's list, and he just says it.
That's really all it is.
That's why KD ain't make it. He didn't think he's slick.
Yeah, well,
And
at
if-
5, thank you, Mars.
And that's
At 5
exactly why I'm going to strangle him after the show.
At 5, we have Nikola Jokic.
What?
Jokic at 5?
You guys say it's my list.
That's
So let's
crazy.
do it. Nah, I'm kidding, y'all. At 5, we have not got the Jokic. We might not get the Jokic. But at 5, we have Victor Wembanyama. We've talked so much about him. He's made tremendous leaps. And now he is a top 5 player in the NBA.
That's why I got him,
Is
man.
this real?
I had him
Is
at
this
5.
right?
I think he's top 5.
I had him at
I
5.
had him above Luka. I think I was wrong. So whoops. But I think he's top 5.
I had him at 5. That's why I had him at.
You had him at 5?
I had him at 5. Yep.
Damien, where'd you have him?
A little lower than 5.
Little lower.
Five.
Little lower
What's
than
a
5.
lower?
6, 7. Well, my list had like guys that if they're healthier in there. But I was doing this before I got on a flight, so you guys can discount my list a little.
Oh, okay.
But
Let's-
I don't know if I can call him a bona fide top 5 player right now in the league. I can't do that. I can't do it without seeing him in the playoffs. How can we call someone a top 5 player in the world if we ain't never seen them in the playoffs
Damien.
against the best competition in the league?
Damien,
The
I
loudest
typically
you've
agree
ever
with you.
spoke, by the way.
I
Because
typically
something
agree
dropped.
with
The
you.
penny dropped.
That was the
This
loudest
goes
you've
against all of my logic.
It
He's an
does.
anomaly.
Victor Wembanyama,
Yes.
not the electric window. I'm rolling. You remember the O's? I'm rolling down the window.
Mars, we used
and
to have to roll the
I'm
windows
pulling
down
all
manually.
my logic out of it.
He's an anomaly, basically.
Making sure you know
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
He's one of those players, Damian, that I look at and I can just tell that he could do that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
I'm not mad at
there's not a lot of guys that there are some guys that I question. Does that translate to the playoffs? When I watch Giannis, the rim protection, the paint presence, the pull-up game,
Yo, Giannis.
the finishing around the rim, I'm like, that translates to the
Come on,
playoffs.
Yeah.
Wemby,
I'm not
I'm
mad at
Yeah,
it.
he's
Yeah.
that pull-up game. We knew.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm talking
But
about
Ron, to your point
that
before,
translates to the playoffs.
If San Antonio get like Portland or the Clippers or
He's gonna
Golden State in the
destroy
first
them.
round, man, people gonna be buying them train tickets
He's gonna
very
be
quickly.
he's gonna destroy them.
because he's gonna be averaging.
I think
40.
I think the Clippers are praying for San Antonio, personally.
Well, you look at what he did in that NBA Cup game, and he comes in, they're down 10, and immediately he changes the entire energy. And he's like, I don't know if you guys have seen him like this season live, but I was there like up close and personal, and he's like a middle linebacker of the defense. He's literally moving guys around, go here, go there. He's changing everything about the size of the court, offensively, defensively. He's just really, I don't know, like that competitive spirit on top of his size, on top of his wingspan, on top of the athleticism. It just feels like, yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I already know what I'm going to see.
Yeah.
I expect it to translate to the playoffs. I had him at 6 on my list.
The great
So
ones
yeah,
find
keep
a
flag
way.
at 5.
The great.
Not right
I
now.
just look at him and Mars got on my case about him.
No, right now. It's not time for logic, Mars.
I got no reservations that he gonna do it in the playoffs, by the way. But I have to see it first.
Yeah.
Which is
I have
fair.
to see it.
So
That-
like
that-
going into when Bron was in year 3 averaging 30, you was like, I can't say he's top 5 yet.
No.
Yeah, I feel like that's just.
But Bron's
like that
another.
just
But
doesn't
Bron's
happen.
another anomaly where we're like, even
No.
Luka was an anomaly. Luka, a lot of people had him top 5 when he made a first few All NBA teams, but he hadn't done like Like he went crazy on the Clippers, but people put him in the top 5 prematurely because they understood, hey, this is a generational offensive player. Like there are anomalies every generation.
Yep.
I got no reservations that Wemby would do it. I have to see it though.
Which is fair. And Mars, to Dane's point, I think that we would have asked for playoff translation if he was in San Antonio because of San Antonio's history. We would have asked for it if he was playing for the Lakers and he was in year 3. He was in Cleveland. It was garbage. So I don't think anybody was really
garbage.
Okay,
they had the number 1 pick.
But even with them having the number 1 pick, they still have a history. They still have a history of being significant in the playoffs. And the fact that Wemby is the second coming of Tim Duncan, of David Robinson, of that, people expect them to be in the playoffs and for him to get busy. No question about that.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, but wait, though, because to Mark's point about them being garbage, they made a lot of different moves though too. So they were number 1. They got Wemby, then they got Steph Castle, then they got Foxy, then they get Dylan Harper. This team has turned around.
It's not just Wemby.
That's why
it's not just Wemby.
They are so far away from where they were the season before they drafted Victor.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like, they put a hell of a team around. And then real quick, the big fella from Boston.
Green Cornet.
Cornet.
I mean, to Trista's point, and I'm in the minority. Mars got on my case about this. Wemby look weird on the bench. He just, when he's sitting over there, I'm like, why is he on the bench? I feel like he should be playing all the time. And I know physically he can't do that, Mars.
I've seen you arguing that he should.
I do recognize physically he cannot do that. But whenever I see him on the bench, I'm like, why is he over there? Why is he not on the floor? I feel like he should be on the floor all the time. It just doesn't look right when you're on the bench.
Sure, I'll lose my job.
For real, yo.
My job, because no, you're all right. Coach.
He'd be averaging 30 if he was playing the minutes.
Yeah, but that's another thing though, Chill. In the playoffs, this man's going to have to average close to 40 minutes.
He's got to play a lot.
At some point.
He's going to have to play a lot.
I mean, that's a part of it. That's
the wear and tear when you're banging down low. Pause.
What?
With the best in the best in the West.
Pause.
The best in the West. It's going to take a toll on Wemby.
All the way to Australia.
Yes, it does.
Made its way down under.
Hey.
Pause.
But wait, is he gonna be banging down low? I mean, he's a 2 guard.
Whoa. That's a different conversation.
No.
But I'm talking about the wear and tear. The wear and tear.
I don't think you give him enough credit, Ox, for his physicality
be on that
in the post. Yes, I don't think you do. That's one of the main reasons why I think that we got flaws with his defense. Like a lot of people don't talk about him. The fact that he blocks shots the way he blocks shots, he gets pushed underneath the basket, so that enables him to rebound. So that's an issue. But that doesn't negate his physicality. I mean, I still think that he's down there sticking his nose in there trying to get these things done. He's just not as physical as he's going to be in the future. So
the thing that's the one knock I have is like his force to the basket. You can really get underneath him and knock him off his spot, get into his legs. He kind of flails, he doesn't have the ability to square up and still get a good shot off. He starts to yell at the refs, and I think that's a really tough thing. On the other side, though, in terms of like defensive gravity, what all those guards are able to do when he's on the floor is they can get inside of the gym shorts of all the other guards on the perimeter.
Yep.
And because they know that if they get cooked, Wemby's there from free throw line extended to the rim.
Yeah.
He could be anywhere. He could be on the corner 3 and still be able to block shots if those guards.
That paint, that's your ass.
Yeah, and
That's
so
why, yeah.
like that changes everything in terms of what Foxy can do, in terms of what Castle can do, in terms of what Harper can do, and all the other role players that they have as well. So like that changes everything. Of Vassell, Keldon Johnson, all of them.
Sounds like
Keldon doesn't get enough credit too. I've been meaning to say this for a long time. Keldon be coming off that bench, hooping.
And Devin Vassell as well.
Oh my God, Keldon
I gave him his credit.
Devin Vassell as well. Shout out,
Swiper.
Swiper.
Necessarily changed his game. I think he just
That man became an offensive rebounds and wing. Changed his game.
I think he might have slightly, but I think he just and I say this all the time. For a lot of people, I would say for 65-70% of players, when you play with better players, you get better.
Yeah,
they make your life easier. Then you got guys like your Cam Johnsons who they just get buckets. So he's not gonna necessarily be
Johnson or Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
So like Cam Thomas, like he plays how he plays with whoever he plays with.
Yeah.
But a guy like Keldon who could do so many things, Victor Wembanyama taking a step forward. Stephon Castle getting the Aaron Fox. Everything that's just happening over there, it made his role so much easier where I can just go out there and just hoop. And it's like that, like they make his life easy. The defenses can't key in on him. He can just go do whatever he wants to do. And We're seeing that right now. He's getting big.
I ain't heard you cook like that in a long time.
To your
Occasionally, I put the chef hat on.
to your point too, that's what happened with Devin Vassell. Like Devin Vassell doesn't need to do everything offensively anymore and create. He can be a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody thought, Devin Vassell is a 3-and-D guy.
Mm-hmm.
They get those.
That was the label when he was coming in. To be fair, the defense, but now he's picked it up again. So shout out to him.
Finally got there.
They benefited from getting those early reps when they were bad.
Mhm.
Right,
And now Keldon Johnson can become a very high level role player because he probably had a bigger role than he probably should have early on.
Olympian Keldon
Yeah.
Johnson put some respect on
yeah.
him.
Some respect.
I forgot about
He
that.
balling.
Making his Hall of Fame case. That's a gold medal.
Oh man, but is
Keldon Johnson on the Olympic team?
Yeah, he's in 21.
Yeah, he was in
Tokyo team.
2021.
He
The
damn sure was on that team, wasn't he?
Tokyo, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
All right.
shit!
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got 5 more names on the list. Well, 4 more names. Victor Wembanyama was number 5. And also, too, I know you guys have sent through a lot of super chats. Trust me, they will maybe be read today, but I promise you we'll get to those in a second. But next up, number 4 on the list. Let's go ahead and talk about it, y'all. We talked about Wemby. We talked about Anthony Edwards. We talked about Jaylen Brown heavily. But next on the list, we have Luka Doncic. Is Luka Doncic the 4th best player in the NBA?
He ain't better than Kawhi, so
No,
He is not better than Kawhi this year. Or Wemby.
absolutely not better than Kawhi.
I had him at 3. Yeah, I think he's a top 3 player in the game.
How's he? You think he's playing better than Kawhi this year?
Luka?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
I think that when that jump shot came back, I think that
Also January.
yes, when that jump shot came back, I think that just expanded all the other aspects of his game.
Yeah, but they said this year though.
Yeah,
This
the whole
year.
season.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, I'm talking about this season. Not
Okay,
the
so-
whole January.
Right.
No.
Well, I
So-
want to be clear. I have Luka at number 3 as well.
3.
But
Did I have Luka on the list?
So that's why I got him. I got him at 3.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
got
Luka
him
at
at
3
3,
as well. I
yes.
just don't have him over Kawhi.
yeah, I got him at 3.
Wait, said what?
Yeah, yes, exactly,
Say that
Swiper.
again?
Exactly, Swiper.
He said he got him at 3. He just doesn't have him over Kawhi. I don't know if you might have missed it. He thinks Kawhi's number 1.
Yeah, process of elimination.
That's crazy.
Swiper.
Yeah, he thinks Kawhi's number
Oh
1.
no, I know who I'm talking.
I know.
But to answer your question, Swiper, I think when the jump shot came back, when the 3-ball came back, more than anything, not just the jump shot, but when the 3-ball came back, that expanded his game and that put him back in the space of being an elite bucket getter.
But he's not shooting better than Kawhi this year.
Okay, even if he's not shooting better than Kawhi, he's
Or
doing the
scoring
other
better than
stuff.
Kawhi this year.
The reason why he's
Or playing defense better than Kawhi this year.
You got Kawhi better than Luka?
Or floor rating better than Kawhi this
yes,
year.
he is. Yes, he 100% is floor
No,
rating. Yes, he is. 100% he's doing
Absolutely
that.
not.
Swiper.
Yes,
Swiper,
yes, he is.
You got
I
Kawhi.
got Kawhi at 5.
I actually have
Hold on.
Kawhi.
I got him at
over
10.
Luka.
Tress.
Would you have Luka?
When the jump shot, when
You don't wanna know
when
what
the
I
jump
had,
shot got
You
better,
ain't have him?
Like 7, 8.
8. I had him 8.
I had somebody else at 8.
Cinco.
Where'd you have Luka?
Cinco.
So 5. Oh,
Man, say 5.
yeah, he got him at 5. Yes.
wait, I thought you said you had Kawhi at 5.
I had Kawhi at 5.
And so
You
where's
said
Luka?
I got Luka at 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got Luka.
Oh,
at
so
that's
six.
safe.
exactly what I had to.
Yeah.
Swiper, that's safe.
Yeah, I was
6.
talking about Kawhi at Cinco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess
seven?
me having him
What's
at 8
seven?
ain't really that bad. Then.
When the jump shot,
This is a very like negative Luka chat, and I can't
100%.
be mad at it because he hasn't been healthy. The Lakers have been up and down. Like you already kind of have guys like Austin Reeves that are doing the same thing, and so you start to be like, oh, like kind of look like a lot of the same. And Luka's defense obviously is an issue. I think if you're gonna put Luka in the top 3, it's based on laurels and history alone, not based on this year.
I
agree with that.
The reason why I don't agree with that is because once the jump shot came back, he started playing like.
But
The jump shot came back
With-
this month, damn near.
better than
Like
Kawhi.
it just got
Even if,
back.
even if he's not shooting better than Kawhi, him not shooting better than Kawhi, he's still close to Kawhi.
In what?
In offense, as good as he is offensively, I think he clears Kawhi Leonard offensively. Kawhi Leonard
Like
clears
just overall offense, like pass catching and playmaking? Sure.
Kawhi Leonard clears him defense. I'm not going to argue that. But the way
Sure,
that
you like two-way player until you like two-way players.
that's not true. That is not true at all. Because an offensive player who's exceptional, like Luka, like Joker, like Magic, I
Kawhi's
think
floor is higher than Lucas this year. You would agree?
You said he clears them on offense, and Kawhi's doing this with no help.
well, he
He's
had
out there
James Harden, so that's not true. That's not true. He had James Harden running with him.
James Harden himself.
So that's not true.
You're
Now,
right. My bad.
With Austin Reeves being out of the lineup for over 2 months and James being in and out of the lineup, yes, Luka was in and out of the lineup. I'm not going to argue that point. But when he was in the lineup and he got healthy, When that jump shot came back,
do 1 month sample for him.
I'm not doing 1 month. What I'm doing is I'm doing the entire season. So throughout the entire season, throughout the entire season with Luka, the jump shot wasn't there the entire season.
But it's been there for Kawhi though.
Say that one more time.
He's been there for Kawhi. He's been one of the best shooters in the league this year.
Right now,
off the dribble, self-created, pull up. All of it, like
right.
So
is
Kawhi close to 50, 40, 90?
He is
not. Well, technically, you can say it, but no.
Yes,
but no.
Your argument
like 48,
about
38.
Your argument about Kawhi Leonard's jump shot being there the whole season. If Luka's jump shot isn't there the whole season, that still doesn't mean that Kawhi Leonard clears him. Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, Luka is still.
You're praising Luka for having a great month, but
no, I'm not praising him because he was having a great month because he was still awesome in other stuff too.
But he was scoring. He was putting up a lot of shots. He couldn't make threes for the first 3
AI
months
generated.
He was shooting 32% from three on like 9 attempts a game.
Right, he was making one out of every.
And he was being lazy.
And he still,
because he couldn't drive by you, so he was shooting threes. And he was selling possessions and turning the ball over and not playing any defense. Lakers fans were saying this, mind you. Whereas Kawhi has been dealing with tumultuousness all year, gets a new roster, deals with injuries, people in and out the lineup, been an elite shooter, an elite scorer, an elite offensive player all season, having one of his best players.
Has he been a better offensive player? Has he been a better offensive player than Luka this season? Has he been a better offensive player than Luka this season?
And leading the league in steals.
That's the point that I'm saying. Fight for the fact that when the jump shot came back.
The problem is when you're arguing Kawhi and Luka, it's the same things can happen with Shea and other players when we get to Shea. His floors is so high because he doesn't have turnovers and bad possessions. Kawhi Leonard versus Luka has way less turnovers and bad possessions as opposed to Luka, including on jump shots.
The reason why is because the majority of the time when he has the ball, it's to get a bucket. That's not the case with Luka. When Luka has the basketball, Luka has to get other people involved. He has to get guys like not even Austin Reeves. He's making Jackson Hayes be more viable at the rim. He's looking for James. He's getting other guys involved. I'm watching when James.
He's looking for a shot first.
For Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he's looking for a shot first.
So then where does the 8? So if he's looking for a shot first, then where did the 8-9 assists come from?
Because he's scoring 30 a game.
Okay,
that's
because he's scoring 30 a game. But where's the 8-9 assists coming from?
He's scoring. Okay, listen.
That doesn't mean
yes, it does.
That doesn't mean I have to pass. Because last I checked, Kawhi Leonard is averaging 27 a game. Why isn't he averaging 8-9 assists a game?
Yes.
The reason why he's not because that's his job is to get buckets.
I think even higher than that.
He averaging like 5.5 assists.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. And Luka has the ball all game long. Like he got the ball all game long.
Right.
So he's looking for his shot first. So you trying to say, he got to get guys involved? No, he tried to get himself involved first, and then when the defense
Luka's not looking for his offense first. I don't agree with that. I don't.
Luka looks for his offense every time down, unless it's transition. Unless it's transition, he catch it off the rim, and then he throwing it ahead. He's looking for his offense every time down.
If he was looking for his offense as much, then those guys wouldn't be as prepared as they were to shoot the basketball. They wouldn't be prepared to finish.
Why not?
Because I'm playing with a dude who doesn't pass.
No, I didn't say if you give Luka 1-on-1, obviously he's probably going to score 40 on you. Obviously.
Well, he was averaging 40 at one point.
Okay, so
this
is what I'm saying. So because of that, he has no choice but to look for his offense every single time down. Now, when the game is played and you go forward and he's keep getting downhill, they're going to help over. So now you would be a fool to sit in the corner and say, oh, shit, he ain't going to never pass it. Like, that wouldn't make no sense. That's where the 8 assists come from. Okay. It don't come from him. Oh, hold on. I'm going to get James involved tonight, right now. That's not where it's coming from.
It's the same thing that we talked about. And at some point, it has to go to effectiveness this year. With Luka, for whatever reason, the Lakers have a bad roster, whatever, including all the turnovers and the bad shot that we were getting for January. He's still an incredible player, which is why I have him at 6. But including the fact the Lakers are 3 points better with him on the floor this year. That's like they're mid. Even when he's on the floor, it's not having a significant enough impact, given that he's playing with Austin Reeves, given that he's playing with LeBron, plus the defensive issues they're having with Luka. I just think when you look at the floor between those two players, Kawhi Leonard has provided more for his team this year, been more consistent, and I think done more to hurt his team across the board is what Luka's done than Kawhi as well.
Do you remember in the beginning of the season when Luka was averaging like 41 a game, 42 a game? Luka. when he was doing that.
But chill. We had that. We had that conversation.
The reason why I'm bringing that up.
35 on 31% from three.
Yes,
and saying he was taking BS shots.
Yes, it was particularly about the long ball more than anything. I think that the long ball and the shot selection at the long ball line was what made them stagnant. But those 40-point games weren't just the only reason why they needed that in order to win, because he was getting those other guys involved, because he was averaging a double-double at that point.
How much does it matter to you that you're selling possessions because you're being lazy?
Are we saying that Kawhi Leonard isn't selling possessions? Not being lazy. Relax. That's the point. I'm not saying that. So,
this is, by the way, this is Lakers fans' criticism of Luka prior to going into January, which he was great. He was selling possessions by literally scapegoating the offense with grenades, and then taking bad shots and then not playing defense.
Right.
That was Lakers fans' criticism of him.
Right.
So I'm saying that with Kawhi Leonard, the reason why not hurting your team matters in this conversation is that we can go tangibly to moments in games and stretches where Luka was actively hurting the rest of the roster, even by inflating his own numbers.
Can't we say the same thing about Kawhi Leonard, where he was actively hurting these guys by his ability just to score? Because I don't think that he was the playmaker and the distributor that Luka was.
He's never going to be.
What do you mean he was actively hurting the Clippers?
Yo, I got to step in.
Go ahead.
Because here's the thing. You know when you're flying and you hear the pilot come on and say the plane is descending?
Yes, sir.
Our time to landing is coming up on us, y'all.
Okay.
And we still have a lot that we have to squeeze in. We still got 3 more players. We got to talk about Giannis, Jokic, and SGA.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jokic, SGA, and Giannis. I don't know what order it's going to be in. I just know we have 3 more names, but we also have a ton of super chats. And you know what? You guys have waited long enough. So those 3 names, who cares about Jokic, Giannis, and SGA? We care about you guys more than anything because, well, the chat clears. Right, Chill?
No.
Trysta, the chat clears, right?
The chat clears.
The chat clears.
You gotta pay bills. Super chat needs love.
Facts.
Come on.
Facts. And so
Chill Moneybags over here doesn't care about the super chat.
Hey, Chill, show us your shoes. Can you just put them on the thing?
Oh, retros. Okay.
No, Chill, here. Let me help you.
Man, don't hurt his leg now. Goddamn, you know you get, man. You know he hitting that.
There you go.
I bought, just so you know, I busted these out specifically for my band right here. Right, I didn't get these for no other reason because Ron, I know how Ron is about the J game, so I busted these.
Those are clean bottoms on them, Chill.
I just took them out the box on Monday. I literally just took them out the box on Monday, and I took these out the box specifically for Ron. So
you know y'all really like ignoring something. Chill being humble with them shoes. It's really the medallion on his neck that he just pulled out. Y'all act like y'all ain't see him pull that out. Chill came in this thing with Coming to America medallion on.
Oh my God.
Y'all gonna try to ignore that. Come on now. Look at Chill. All right, Chill. I got
flushing over there.
Chilltown Fresh. Not Chilltown Hoops no more. Chilltown Fresh.
Yeah, come on now.
It's the Serenity Prayer, but all right, that's what's up. Anyway, Ron, you were saying.
Let's get into these super chats.
My man acting like he ain't icing out his Serenity Prayer. Come on now.
The first super chat is from a Hall of Famer. You guys know his face. You guys know his name. His name is Drago FC 23. Drago said, number 1, me and Bulletproof, shout out Amir, that's another Hall of Famer, are doing a show on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time-ish about Bird and Magic's career. Number 2, in honor of me and Bill Russell's, the GOAT's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Bill Russell, and you too, Drago. He said, talk about him as a man defender, limiting all bigs below their averages.
Shout out to y'all. Hey, shout out to y'all, Drago. Shout out to you, Amir. But I have no interest in hearing y'all slander Magic Johnson.
I'm not trying to hear it. I will not watch that. I'm good.
I'll be tapped in, and I'll probably send you guys a super chat because your chat probably clears too. But Bill Russell as the GOAT, locking people up.
Go for what?
I think off the court go for sure. We had the conversation before.
Oh, GOAT defender?
Yeah.
I'm willing to lean on that, but when we start talking about GOATs as in like greatest of all time,
well, the super chat just said him as a defender locking people up, holding them below their average.
I'm cool with that one for sure.
But he was for sure, multiple times.
He was shooting.
Chill never brings that up.
He was shooting below his average relative
game less.
I'm just saying
he shot 20% worse and 25 points less versus Bill
Think about what we're talking about right now.
He averaged 50 in the season. Saw Bill 25 points a game or worse efficiency.
He averaged 30 and 30 against him for his career.
And then shot trash.
Just so we clear.
On Bill Russell.
Chill. Don't talk to him. You know what I'm talking about. That same year I'm talking about, Bill put him in a prison chamber.
Which
1962 prison chamber.
Are you kidding me?
Prison.
That's the same.
Prison.
That's the same. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same. That's the same.
No, you are mistaken. You're very mistaken.
That's the same.
Bill Russell locked him up every time he saw.
No,
him
he didn't.
Every time he saw.
No, the reason why they got
every time he saw him, he shot worse than he did in the regular season.
The reason why they got saved.
I remember we went through them shooting splits.
Bill Russell.
Hey, you remember this? We went through them shooting splits.
No, we didn't go through those shooting splits.
Oh, we talking about Allen Iverson? When he talking about Allen Iverson and Will Chamberlain?
I wasn't there.
That man getting 50 attempts in the game, but he mad at Allen Iverson.
How you sitting right next to the rim? That's all you got to do. You 31 missed shots.
Yeah, he was mad at Allen Iverson for missing 15. But then we go to Wilt. Wilt got 40 missed shots in the game. But y'all want to
shots did he shoot?
Hey, he missed more layups than Ron did.
Probably 60 in the game.
He sold more games than Ron did.
I was dunking. I wasn't laying the ball up.
Bill Russell.
You sold the game.
I know you can't get off the ground. You know,
I can jump higher than you right now.
Oh, my
God. Oh, God.
This is what we got to deal with on the regular every day.
Hey,
chill. At this point, you got it, bro. You look at me. I'm talking to you. We can get out there right now in the street. We can.
You know we're about to be a hoop bus tomorrow.
That's cool.
Are you gonna jump with me?
We can do it. Let's do it. Right. Jump for jump.
Ron, please don't. He gonna put you right on your spine. Just please don't. That's a football player.
You got buddies like that?
No, he got physicality like that. He gonna slam Ron. That's what he gonna do.
Individual jumps.
I just want to say this.
Oh, you talking about the law of physics?
Yeah, Ron gonna go up. Ron gonna go up for a dunk. Swiper going up for a tackle. That's just two different things right there.
Yeah, he looks like a linebacker.
Yeah,
it looks like one. Wasn't?
He don't look like no linebacker.
What you look like?
The sofa security guard in here. The sofa security guard in here. Swiper the only security guard that asks questions. He asks questions.
We got all these people in the back. I want everybody to know. And don't you bring up my school name because you're gonna be doxing people. Because you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. Don't
you bring up a made up school name for me.
What school name? What is
it? Jordan spent his whole career like this.
What's that? What's that? Like, what's this? What's that mean?
Yo.
Swiper is a class clown.
All right, y'all. Getting to the next super chat.
Drew, you don't gotta go for that, bro. You don't gotta go for that.
I don't gotta go for that.
The next, fellas, the next super chat I got.
The Swiper spent his whole career doing this. Telling on people, hey coach, he don't got his hand down, coach. I can take his spot, coach. He don't got his hand down. Put me in, coach. Coach, I make straight A's. He got all F's. Put me in. That was Swiper. That's how he got on his team right there. I know. I looked it up. They said Swiper was
you got
good.
Film on him?
Yeah, I looked it up. His film was this. Coach.
Hey, Ron,
he don't got his mouthpiece in. I'm ready, coach. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I'm straight A student.
Remember the Powell League?
Stop for you smack your thigh through the pants.
As you saying, Ron.
You better stop or you smack your thigh through the pants.
Super
He got his thigh meat showing.
Yo, back to these super chats. My man Jordan Reed said PC is going strong. Shout out to you guys. And you know it, Jordan. He said, but since this is All-Star weekend, which 5-man unit would you guys have? So the first unit is SGA, Donovan Mitchell, Denny Avdia, Giannis, Joel Embiid.
That's nice.
The second unit, Luka Doncic, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, Lauri Markkanen, and Victor Wembanyama. At 3, the third unit, we got Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes, and Nikola Jokic.
Third one. Wait, will Jokic want to play? Like, we have to know what his motivation is.
That is very true.
Because Jokic in an all-star setting does absolutely nothing. Luka in an all-star setting does absolutely nothing.
What is this logic?
And Edwards in an all-star setting does absolutely nothing.
Shout out to KD, by the way. You see KD trying to blame the Europeans for why the all-star game sucks?
He did.
It's been bad for 10 years, though, Drench.
I know, but no, you see, you like to switch the narratives and arguments. He was not blaming them for the All-Star game. KD,
he didn't care.
KD was basically saying, y'all asking the old heads to play hard. What about Jokic and Luka? They suck at it.
But I think they're asking them because they're the leaders.
Swiper, I just want to let you know, you're not really a bitch. You're not really that.
A bitch.
No, I said a bitch.
Yeah, a bitch.
Yeah, you're not Swiper bitch for real. You don't got to take up the long.
Say something else.
Yeah, it did kind of.
A Serbian.
I mean,
pause.
He means he's Serbian. Like
He really think he a bitch. He not. You don't. That's not you.
Hold on, no, Drew. If he wants to be a bitch, let him be a bitch. It's okay.
He can identify as what he wants to identify as.
So Trysta, what a bitch is, like a Vucevic?
Yep. I'm getting it. Jokic.
Yeah.
A Doncic.
Nah, man. I'm from the era where hip hop and basketball were interchangeable. And that's what I stand on. I like Euro steps. I like what we see from Jokic. But at the end of the day, like, I don't like the Europeans are taking over the NBA at all. I don't like that.
Yeah, I miss real hoops. That's what
I miss real hoops.
You miss real hoops.
I miss Kobe. I miss like a level of competitiveness that, like, I miss breaking a nose in the middle of the All-Star game. I miss like D Wade. Like, would you blame LeBron James for this non-competitiveness? Because he the one out of all the GOATs that we talk about. Why he not in the dunk contest? Why he never been in the dunk contest? That's what started it, really. I think LeBron. I was having a conversation about this last night about LeBron as a human being, and like him as somebody who obviously lies all the time, but wants to be so beloved.
Where are you from?
Portland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
If you from Boston, I was like, I'm gonna get the energy and all that.
No.
Anti-LeBron?
I'm not anti-LeBron. I just think that he, as a superstar, hasn't done certain things that all of the superstars before him were willing to do because of his innate desire to be beloved by everyone and his intense fear to be criticized. I think that's why he lies about everything, is because he wants to be everything to all people. He embraced the villain for a couple of years, and I think he went and fell back when he went back to Cleveland and was like, listen, I kind of want to be this beloved figure. And it's like, you're never gonna be. And then that shit is corny to me.
hey, Jay, can you check and make sure ain't no black trucks outside?
Yeah, because you know we are in LA.
Clutch is coming.
Hey, if this is the last time y'all see us, it's been fun. It's been real.
You're gonna put me in a body bag.
Yeah, we going out with a bang.
Clutch got us, y'all.
Hey, all I want to say is, I don't know, Braun Black Trucks may be a little bit different from Rich Paul, but I know Anthony Davis was not traded by next week. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to stand on that
shit. Still got traded.
Not by next week. That's what my point. You're going to demand somebody get traded by next week.
He got traded to the Siberian desert.
He did.
Yeah, they got his ass.
That's cool. AD don't give a damn.
Rich Paul ahead of time.
Yeah, AD don't give a damn, though. AD just having fun. When they going to trade Bronny, though? That's what I just don't know.
Remember when Washington make the playoffs next year, y'all going to all be eating crow.
With Trae Young?
Yeah.
Stop.
Wait.
Yeah, this is an anti-Trae Young.
We can't even. Yes, this is an anti.
Yeah. That's mine too. Mine too. Me too.
Wait.
I'm anti-Trae Young.
No, he a lover. This is a lover. He loves Trae Young.
Oh, you love Trae Young.
Yeah, he loves Trae Young. He loves it.
Cotton candy buckets. Yeah, Trae Young's first shot is his jumper. His second shot is his lob. Third option is to pass at all times. And every center who plays with him fucking hates it.
Alex Sarr's gonna love it. Anthony Davis is gonna love it.
Will they? I don't know. We'll see.
You know what? I will say that, and I'm a big Trae Young fan too. At the same time, though, I will say this: people thought John Collins was a Trae Young merchant, and I was telling folks, John Collins got game. If you watch John Collins,
he can play.
His ass barely missed, bro. Like, it's so many games where he's starting off 6 for 6, 7 for 7. Now, how he finished, he might finish, evening out, but for the most part, John Collins got game, bro. And I know a lot of people was clowning him and shit like that. No, John Collins can play.
I don't know what they was clowning him for.
I don't know either. I know probably because when he tried to dunk over that bullshit ass plane at the All-Star game.
What happened was it was actually the opposite. I think John Collins was helping Trae Young more than Trae Young was helping John Collins.
I'm cool with that too. I probably would agree with that too. But I know a lot of talk been bad about John Collins.
I've been trying to tell you this, bro. I've been trying to tell you this for a long
time. Collins.
Hey, hold on though. You know what?
Collins left and turned into John Doe.
No, it's cap.
We wouldn't know if we wouldn't know him if it we wouldn't know where he was at if it wasn't for the whole Kawhi allegations and stuff.
It's just like what Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan did for Chris Paul.
No, that's crap. That's what he did for them. But Blake did go to Detroit and kick. But I want to say this though, Ron, because
after this we got to move on.
Okay, I like victory lapping though. Ever since we had that conversation about Pat Bev and Trae Young, I'm just saying, did he lie? Did Pat go up there and lie? Y'all ain't bring that up when I said y'all acting like Pat Bev wasn't telling the truth. Y'all, Pat. Did he lie?
Yep, he didn't.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
All right, fellas. The next super chat is from Hakeem SL27. Hakeem said, "Swiper has the best ball knowledge." Well, Holly,
who the hell said that?
Swiper has the best ball knowledge. He said in December, the Cavs lost a bunch of games and were the 9th seed. He said, don't even worry about it. In January and February, they'll be back.
He did say that. Yes, he did.
And go on a massive winning streak.
Now
the Cavs are back.
They're still soft.
You talking about the Cavs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And I want to say, by the way, I 1000% agree with everything you said about Donovan Mitchell, and I'm actually upset because when I say it, it's so much pushback and animosity when I say
That's because you think he sucked.
I do not chill.
That's all you. Hell no.
Chill.
Hell no.
I do not think he
Hell
sucked.
no.
I said specifically, I've been repeating myself 1,000 times.
Yeah, you just don't think he's a number one.
On a
I get that
championship
part.
team,
You
yes.
keep saying that he's not a number one. I 100% get that. But the minute you talk about him in the playoffs, hell no. Hell no. Like, relax.
No, that's the minute you say
it's the
he better than
energy. It's
Anthony
not
Edwards.
what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah,
That's
hell
fine.
no. Like, okay.
But just know I mean it exactly how I said it. Just know I meant it that way.
So
He said,
does.
I mean all the disrespect
100%.
when it comes to Donovan Mitchell.
Yes.
Chill want to try to sneak here and just stay here with us. Chill is gonna sneak a Donovan Mitchell better than Anthony Edwards or any shooting guard in the league. He'll just try to talk to you.
I ain't sneaking that in.
he'll
I
be
stand
he'll be
on that.
Look,
I'm not
Chill-
sneaking that
Chill
in.
Do this. She'll be like, so I know we got, like for instance, I know Donovan Mitchell better than Anthony Edwards, but that's not part of it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about LeBron. Like, no, let's go back to that shit. Like, no.
Wait, why do we have to go back to that? The reason why we don't have to go back to that is because I've said it, but I've said it more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. So it ain't like I'm sneaking it in. Oh, by the way, this is what I think.
But you disagree with every time. But everybody disagree with it every time. And you just keep sneaking it in there like it's a consensus. It's a consensus the other way around. That's what I'm saying.
The only reason why.
Like you tried to do that earlier. Like, what's the gap between Donovan Mitchell and Anthony Edwards? Like, what? Ain't no gap.
You're right.
It's
There's no gap. Mitchell's better.
No, see,
You're right.
Exactly.
There's no
There
gap.
you
But
go.
I'm sorry, Ron.
The next super chat is from a guy that you guys know very well. His name is Bob Solo. Bob had this to say.
Oh, boy.
He said 8 points, and this is a back-to-back super chat, by the way. He said 8 points from Brunson, 15 turnovers, and still have 40-plus wins. Cat blocking at the rim and dunking on 2 players? No, not Cat. Chill voice. Knicks trade and added Alvarado and Jeremy Sohan for Yabusele. Staying $1 million under the second apron hard cap, and now locking down your 15-man without hurting the core. The Knicks are 6th in defense, 8th in offense. Chill. Did you overlook the Knicks? Go New York, go.
No, I didn't overlook the Knicks. We talked about what the biggest problem was with the Knicks. If you're trying to win the NBA championship, your 2 best players can't be that bad on defense. That was it.
Talk about it.
That's all we talked about when it came to the Knicks. I knew that the Knicks were going to be a top 2, maybe even the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. That was never the question. The question was what's going to happen come playoff time? Why Cat gets hunted? How you're going to consistently bring Jaylen Brunson into action, and is that going to affect his offense come playoff time? That was it. I never underestimated how good they would be in the regular season. Never.
So wait, so the Knicks, they signed Sochan?
Yeah, they did. They got him in free agency.
Okay,
Yeah,
good move. I like that. I like that.
I think that was because of Yabusele being gone.
Right.
Yeah, I think that.
Y'all
was
think he's gonna do something?
I mean, I don't, y'all, I don't think he's a great player or anything, but I think he can fill in over there. I think he can help.
What's something, Jordan?
All right, I can be. You want me to be honest, Chill?
What's something, Jordan?
He fucking
That nigga trash.
See, here
Like,
you go.
come on, bro.
What you talking about?
Like, bro, that's exactly this is what I'm talking about. Y'all get in this kumbaya setting and just go through a trend.
No, hold on, Drish. Hold on. It ain't kumbaya, and I'm not saying that he's an incredible basketball. In fact, he might be a little trash.
A lot of trash.
But wait a second.
That nigga gets trash
So
with
was
graffiti on it.
though until he went to the Olympics.
But
He trash with graffiti on it.
I feel like there's a lot of trash dudes in the NBA, and a lot of them contribute to teams. You can still, if you can still do something that can contribute, and you can come still play 12 minutes.
Yo, big
do
booty
something.
CD Sissoko sucks, trash, and he
Big booty who?
CD Sissoko.
That played for the Trailblazers.
Oh, okay. That's his nickname?
Come on, Rip
Is that
CD.
his nickname?
Shout out Rip C.
Yeah, look the junk in the trunk.
I didn't know he had
And he is not good.
Yeah, he from the school of Colorado.
The school of Colorado.
Blueprint for the BBL.
I just want to know. I'm just saying this though. I'm just saying this though. It's always like we always go the extra mile for players like, what's his name again?
Sochan.
Jaylen Sohan?
Sohan. Yeah,
Sohan.
Oh, my bad.
we always go the extra mile for players like that to like try to fit some mystery into it. Like the point of it is his game isn't good. And it ain't got no better since he got in the NBA. Like I would argue it got worse.
But could it have been roll though? Because they were trying to roll him out as a point guard. And that shit was crazy.
Which was foolish. Which was foolish, by the way.
But Drish, That's a part of basketball. That's a part.
We literally have 10 minutes.
All right, let's go.
We can't spend another second.
Okay, let's go. But
we don't need to be talking about trash anyway.
That's a part of coaching. Coaching is fitting your trash players in.
Let me keep it on track, bro.
Shout out to the coaches. And shout out to Go ahead. I didn't think we were going to burn this episode. But the next super chat that I got is from No Longer Gape. You guys know what this means from Gape. No Longer Gape said, I swear to God, Jalen Brunson better be on this list. The stuff he's doing as a small guard is insane.
Oh my God. The stuff he's doing as a small guard. Like, who gives a damn? He's small. He ain't even that small. The nigga head just big. That's what y'all think he's small.
No, he's small. He's small.
He like 6'2", 6'1".
Maybe 5'11".
I think he's 5'11".
He's definitely a small guard.
He's a short dude.
But who cares if he is a small guard? Like, at this point,
you care that Donovan Mitchell small.
He's unguardable.
When it comes
Jalen Brunson.
I don't even care. That ain't my problem with Donovan Mitchell.
You did.
And wait, he didn't make the list, huh?
No, he did not.
Yeah, I had him number 9.
Shout out JB. Next up, Bonafide Chat Goofy. Bonafide said, who's winning in this hypothetical 5v5? Team White America or Team Black Americans? Or Team Black Americans named Jaylen? Can the white?
That's interesting.
Can Whiteys put up a fight?
Yeah, white boys against Jaylen.
Hey, if we being honest, and Ox, me and you had this conversation.
Yeah, be completely honest.
We was having some fun with it.
Brunson,
like we was having some fun with it. If you think about
Jaylen Johnson. No, it's the black Jalen's. That's what
if you think about the white dudes against the black dudes. It'll be a good ass game, yo.
You out your goddamn mind. Come on, what are we talking about?
White Americans, they can't win. If it's white.
No, it's white Americans.
Yeah, white Americans. Come on, Chill.
It's gonna be
chill.
Yeah,
Chill. Matter of fact, Chill, you the perfect person for this shit. Because I know when y'all lined up and you saw the group of white boys, I know y'all got furious over there. I know you was like, we finna beat they ass.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you want to get this kumbaya set and forget
that.
But
I'm talking about like I think that's different. Like the Jaylens. I mean, how many Jaylens are there in the league?
Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brown, Jalen Johnson,
Jalen Williams,
Jalen Durham, Jalen Williams.
You just named the 5: J-Dub, Jalen Duran, Jalen Johnson, Jalen Brown, and Jalen Brunson.
That's
not white. White America.
That's
white America.
Sorry, white America.
That's better than Austin Reeves.
Like who's like Jalen Duran and all them. Yeah, they're kicking their ass.
Chill. It's not even close, and you know.
But wait though. But if we did what we talked about last week, the Nick Wright thing, you know.
I do think that would make the All-Star game way more competitive, but it would make America way worse.
It would. You think Bad Bunny halftime was bad?
Yeah, way worse. That would make America way worse, brother.
Point one-on-one.
I think Turner Point might enjoy that.
You think?
It's about time, you know,
brother.
Yeah, until they lose by 600.
Well,
all right, y'all. The next super chat I got is from It's Zamzay. Zamzay said, when I said Kyrie in 2024 was having a better year than D. Mitch and Ant, quote unquote, or parentheses, and he went and cooked Ant in the playoffs too. Swiper was second optioning me to death. But now Jamal's top 10. Yeah, where's Swiper nasty ass at?
Don't bring him back up here. We had enough of him today.
Kyrie's better than Jamal Murray, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, Swiper.
We had enough of him today.
Because y'all know in about what month is it? February? So in about 2.5 months, all these dudes are going to be unplayable.
Oh, I thought you was about saying 4.5 months, but never mind. That's cool.
No, pretty soon, watch. Swiper gonna be like, man, but they're unplayable. They couldn't do nothing. Man, I don't want to hear it.
The non-Jokic minutes will be
yeah.
He could talk about these non-Jokic minutes.
I'm gonna be honest. The first time I ever heard of non-somebody minutes, Swiper brought it up with the non-Jokic minutes. I wasn't even thinking about that shit in basketball. The non-Jokic.
That's funny that you say that because I went and saw the Blazers play Denver, and I was walking around and I heard some PR guy for Denver was like, "I'm so glad we got JV because I'm so damn tired of having to talk about the non-Jokic minutes."
See, look.
And that's like a team person.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I knew I wasn't tripping.
That Denver broadcast be talking about them.
That's all they do. But Ron, what I'm saying is that's the theme of this whole season. I'm so tired of all these on-off numbers when he plays.
Yeah,
like, bro, I don't give a shit
about an on and off number. When I get on the court, I'm on.
Dang. Man, if it wasn't for real talk and Swiper on this platform, we would actually have genuine conversations. But you know, I don't know what's going on.
I ain't say all that real talk and Swiper. I ain't say that. He said that.
Christos Karasoulis sent through a super chat and said Jalen Brunson is greater than Steph. Steph is greater than Cade. Cade is greater than Luka. I don't know why his consistency and playoff rising for 3 years is an afterthought. Knicks with Brunson are 6-1 versus the Nuggets. Only West team better than us is OKC. Go Knicks.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? Christos.
That doesn't even deserve to be even addressed.
No.
Y'all think y'all better than Denver because y'all beat them in double overtime?
In a regular season game?
Y'all beat them.
They said 6-1. It's more than one, to be fair. So long.
Who gives a shit?
Over what period of time?
Knicks fans do celebrate. Knicks fans do celebrate crazy shit though.
Yeah,
Double overtime game?
Knicks fans celebrate any kind of victory they could.
They do. Bing bong.
In what, since
Hold on. Are you a Knicks hater?
No, I'm not a Knicks hater.
You just tell the truth.
I hate they fans.
I lived in New York. I've been around the delusion that is a Knicks
and it's
fan.
not all of that, right?
Yeah.
But I think
Damn,
it is very important to, talk about your victories, and when you do something good, celebrate yourself.
But when I do it, y'all say I just be bragging. When I bring up all my time,
what you say,
Jordan,
it's how you
he's
say
like,
it
damn,
once again.
it's the energy.
and I mean it exactly how I said it. Swiping on no ball. I'm dead ass serious.
Swiper.
Damn. I think you know.
You heard
ball,
that?
Swipe.
Oh,
I mean, he's the only one that got a super chat saying he knows ball. However, the next super chat from Tupac West Side said, "Happy Friday, gents and ladies. Did y'all hear about the news about Utah and Memphis getting fined? Do you agree or disagree? Also, prayers up for Triple J."
That's for the text. That's for the tanking.
Yeah.
I mean, good. I mean, I don't like that tanking shit, and it's obviously what Utah doing. They obviously tanking, but I mean, Triple J getting surgery because they are tanking. So I guess.
No, he has a cancerous.
Oh, what the hell? I didn't know that.
He got a growth in his knee.
Yeah, he has a benign tumor in his knee. We got.
Oh, see, I definitely didn't know that. I thought he just had an injury that
I
he been
thought
had
that too, and then I was like, let me stop slandering.
Yeah, I apologize then, Triple J,
But
and I don't never apologize.
Will Hardy still needs to be held to the fire because just because somebody's on a minutes restriction doesn't mean all of their minutes off need to be in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I agree with
Like
that.
Wemby, he'll sit out the first quarter and the rest.
That's
of the game
clearly
he'll
tanking.
play.
That's
Yeah,
clearly
it's
tanking.
you don't have to keep them out the entire fourth quarter. You can play them in the fourth. What are you doing, coach?
Come on, Will. You got to do a little better than that. If
What's
you're gonna
happening
tank,
right
do
now?
it with some integrity, buddy.
No, tanking is despicable in every single.
I agree, and I'm
Except
still
for when
gonna stand by
San
my.
Antonio did it for Wemby, and also when OKC did it for all the players they have.
But I'm
Whoever's
still
doing it
stand
next
by
year
my
for
statement.
AJ or whatever prospect
Absolutely.
Campbell's or get it on.
I still stand by my statement. It don't work.
All right, y'all. I got a few more super chats before we got to get up out of here. IRL Time 98 said the West isn't that great this year, and I'd argue this year the East is putting out a better product.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, because I argue that that's nonsense, but great.
Y'all know how I feel about the East, so I'm an Eastern Conference dude. I've always been an Eastern Conference dude. I always will be an Eastern Conference
Been
dude.
an
So
Eastern Conference dude since 2003. That's
no,
when it was a
that is not true.
Since
I was an
LeBron
Eastern
got
Conference
into the
dude.
league.
Since 2003.
I always been an Eastern. I'm from the East Coast. I always been an Eastern Conference dude.
That
But
good
he
old
ain't never put on no Knicks jersey or no New Jersey
Yeah,
Jets
I've always been
jersey.
an Eastern
I
Conference
mean,
dude.
you ain't never put on no New
No,
Jersey
don't get me
Nets
wrong,
jersey, no
when-
Knicks jersey, no.
I wore
Brooklyn
number
Nets.
52 in the 8th grade because of Buck Williams. So don't do that.
But I'm
So-
talking about as an
Bob
adult.
Williams, Portland Trailblazer legend.
Yes, and I was sick when he got traded. Yes, I was.
All right, y'all. We got one more super chat that I'm gonna read. A $19.99 super chat. I hate the topic. However, let's talk about it. Deleted said, "How about the Denver Nuggets coaching staff? Why don't their organization and system get credited when we talk about successes? Finding a way to win with multiple guys out of the lineup. Instead, we give it to the player. Oh, we give it all to Jokic instead of the coaching staff." I agree, man. But hey, shout out to the Denver Nuggets. They're one of the best teams, and shout out to everybody else too. Y'all, it has been an amazing episode. It's been fire. It's been real. You're not going to get this anywhere else. The combination of personalities, guests, flavor, innovation, topics, debate,
Accents.
intense arguments, all of that. And so everybody bring it in. I want to give a shout out to everybody before we get up out of here. Real Talk is not in the picture, and he won't be in the picture. Mars, Drench Man, not the French man, Jordan. My man Damian Peters traveling all the way up 16 hours from Australia.
Aussie land.
Lil Ox in the house. Trysta in the building. Swiper, Nerd Sesh, Carson in the house. And last but not least, Chilltown Hoops. Y'all, this has been special. This has been real. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Y'all lock in. We don't typically do this on Saturdays, but for you guys, we're going to make it happen. Does anybody have anything else to say on the way out?
L host. Boo.
Garbage. Trash.
Y'all about to get the footage of me knocking Chill out next too. It's coming right now.
Hey, JD, you hosting tomorrow? No doubt.
Oh, wait, hold on real quick. Hey, Swipe was short, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. He be capping about his height. He ain't that tall.
Let's not start talking about bodies on the stage.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the flip side. It's been fun. Soon.
Peace. Later.
Merry Christmas.
Yo, Trysta, help. Trysta.